guys head back to the house. You head back to the house as well. I'm sure you're heading back to go see the egg and wind down for the day.
Well, I mean, Feisty and I are already there cooking, so.
Where are Cayenne and I?
Wouldn't the egg be at...
No, it's at their private house. Remember, Cayenne or Kippa has her own home.
Yeah, but like at the palace, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, so you guys were down in the marketplace, and you guys got a big giant dinner.
So the house that you went to... family.
From what I remember from the last session, after going to the market and eating that Korean style fried rice, we went back to the workshop house where we met Noodle and Leaf. And then Feisty and Scab decided, go ahead and make dinner for everybody.
Yeah, which is not Kipless.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Let's get it.
So as you're there cooking, Mongo and Cayenne come walking in. Yeah.
I don't know if Mongo would actually go back in because at some point in time, Maggie and Humphrey went to the vault. So after they got done with the, once it got late enough in the day, if they're not back, you would have gone and checked.
Okay. Mongo's also probably feeling like a negative balance right now. Everything is hurting.
Yeah.
So you would head to the house, but
If it was late enough in the day and they weren't back yet,
it's about dinner time, so
keep going if they're not there.
okay. So you're back at the house with Scabbard, Cayenne. You went off to go check on your dad, and you could talk to the
Talk to the Tompkins.
Tompkins.
Go to the door.
You hear one of the Tompkins speak from the door. I'm not going to answer the door because it could be a trap, so I'm not opening the door to you.
Mr. and Mrs. Tompkins.
It's muffled. You're a vampire. We're not inviting you in.
I'm not the vampire. Name is Nikolai Watt.
That sounds like something a vampire would say.
My brother Scabbard is the one that found you guys' problem, and I'm here to talk about the problem that you're having.
Do you have a portrait or a very good mental image of this scabbard so we can verify that it's him? And
Pretty sure I would have a portrait of him.
and you see a piece of toast come under the door. If we're discussing business, we have to eat a proper meal while we're doing it.
Very well. I will find one of the random pieces of cheese or cracker that I got while at the impromptu meeting back over. Grab the toast. And then I will look in my stuff and pull out a sketch of Scabbard.
Yeah,
Yes, this is my brother Scabbard, a sketch I've made of him.
you hear him just examining the cheese. I think he's a vampire. I don't hear him eating the toast. How rude. Discussing business and not eating a proper meal.
Take a bite of the toast.
You're at the mercy of halflings.
Good toast?
It's dry as hell. There's no butter, nothing. It's like eating hardtack toast.
The one did curse me to have terrible meals for the next week, so.
The door opens and they're like, "You can come in."
Yep. Me and my friend Ace coming with me?
Is he a vampire?
No, he's a robot.
Ace just like,
What? You are?
various obscenities in sign language. Pursue.
You're a robot, but you're a very fine one. One of a kind, and you're awesome.
He
Wasn't
just
meant as an office.
he just walks in sign languages. Well, you're just a fucking mouse. Shots fired by Ace.
Jeez.
I'm not sure. Is that better or worse than being referred to as a lab rat?
Zoinks. So they are rather cozy in the room. You can see that the long table in the room is just covered in food. Like they are definitely putting the fact that Scabbard is paying for the room to use in food.
I'm glad to hear you guys are eating more now.
Well, we're very stressed and we stress eat. It's a halfling quality. We go from 12 meals a day to 16.
Better than the 2 or 3 that you were having, right?
Yeah.
I spoke with your colleagues in the farming, and they're all very worried. To be honest with you, they're falling apart.
And Miss Tompkins, she's like, to pieces, you say. And he says,
It's pretty bad.
and he's like, oh, what a pity, to pieces. Come, have a meal. Food in a meal.
Yes,
It's only right.
It's
And then you start sitting
very
all the
much learned this is the only way to work with you guys.
They pull you up a tiny little like thimble of a
Awesome.
chair. It looks almost like like they took a wooden thimble and then just cut out the thing and put toothpicks on it for a little seat.
Works. I mean, he's only this tall.
You could turn a milk carton into a chair. So, what brings you here, Mr. What? What is your last name?
My last name is what?
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out, Mr. What.
The story, as it's been explained to me, is that my kind are very unfamiliar with the surnames are last names, right? Aren't familiar with the concept of last names. So when my father came here, registered his name, they asked him what his last name was, and he said what, as in like just inquiring what he was asking, and that's what they put down.
You see his aged face. He looks over at his wife, and they start speaking in halfling to each other, not
Okay.
common. And they're like, "Oh no, that won't do. That won't do at all." And they start talking about various foods on the table, and it's very inquisitive with each other, like comparing like apples to oranges, cheese to bread, and other things. They're like, "Your new surname shall be Rindbottom."
Ryan Todd.
Yes, the rind of a cheese on the bottom.
Thank you.
Well, it's only proper that you have a proper last name, not just some minuscule word. Rindbottom is a wonderful name for a mouse.
I appreciate the inclusion into your people's culture. It is by far a wonderful culture.
You're gonna want to hook up with a gnome.
Suddenly he finds himself being married off over a meal.
So, I hate to sour our wonderful meal here with serious talk. And if it's not the time yet to bring up serious conversation with the meal, please inform me, as I'm not too familiar with the customers. I'm pausing.
They bring over something, and it almost looks like milk with rice in it.
Okay.
And they pour some into a little thimble for you and slide it over. almost like horchata.
Thank you very much.
Are you gonna sample it?
Yeah.
It's crazy sweet, and then the alcohol hits you on the back end. I need to do a con check.
Oh fuck.
It's like taking a double shot of tequila on the back end.
14? No, Connor.
No. He was fucking idiot.
17.
17? Yeah, you feel it on the back end. You're like, oh.
You definitely hit. Woo! This is strong. It's a sipping drink, right?
Well, can be. And he just pours himself like an entire flagon of it.
You have more stronger constitution than myself.
Hardy farmer's blood.
Yeah, it was just one of the things I've come to talk to you guys about. Seems so far that your farms have been the only ones that seem to have been affected by this plague. By the way, we think we may have found some of the sources, and we're chasing that down.
So,
It almost seems like your farm was targeted, probably because you guys are the leaders of the farming community, it seems.
well, everybody kind of put all of our, they put our name into a hat and elected us the leaders. And
So it's not a foreign concept to them.
no,
I had a meeting with your fellows, and I urged them to elect a leader in the interim until we figure out what, at least until we figure out what the issues you guys are lighted with, and you can resume them. And
Well-
they seem to be not necessarily entirely sure on.
they need guidance.
Yes, they do.
And she's like, you need the talking fork.
Need the talking fork.
Yes, every head of the meal has a talking fork.
It's not provided a talking
Well, why would you be provided a talking fork if you're not the head of the community? It doesn't make any sense. And he's like, it sounds like madness to me.
If it's for the leader of the community, as not being the leader of the community, I understand.
It's like, yeah, it's like if you were to take chicken and disgrace it by boiling it in just sour water.
That does not sound appealing at all.
He's like,
That's the service of chicken.
he's just like, flavorless meal, flavorless conversation.
May I ask, actually, can I get I want to be sure that now would be a good time to ask this question.
Do an insight.
Yeah, it's like, if I'm looking, I just want to get a sense of their mood right now.
No chicken for you. Only
No
pasta.
chicken for you. 14?
14? They seem pretty relaxed from
Pretty
what you can
relaxed.
tell.
Okay.
That was
So,
a really weird
I can
tasty
clearly
meal.
understand the loss of your
That was a really weird tasty
your
meal.
son's
Slice.
and
Yeah,
the compound of the light your man seems to be suffering being a major crippling issue. Totally understand. And being one of the rulers that your sons have chosen to desecrate.
Well,
I want to make sure that you and the volunteers are receiving proper services. Yes.
basically $2.
What have you and your family been provided for your loss?
Well, they signed on for 4-year contract, each of them, for service of the queen. And she's like, Empress, dear. Bigger title is okay. And we're directly receiving the pay. It's what the Empress declared in the documentation. The pay defaults to us.
So, I mean, definitely sounds like. I don't know what the word is to use, but sounds like at least a starting point of your conversation.
The children were actually offered a place within Eston Crest as well for their services.
I fully support that. Does that default to the Surratt family?
We assume so, but we haven't inquired.
Please allow me to make sure of that.
We even had a direct visit from the Empress, as you put it, thanking us for our sacrifice. We did not expect such a...
I can assure you that close personnel.
Is it normal for people in your position to be so involved with the people?
I think that's one reason why. I think that's one thing that we're trying to do as far as the status quo is. So, probably not normal. But, we definitely hope to serve those that we have ruled. Subjugate them. I can assure you that if not explicitly put into contract, I will do what I can for my share of my family matters to adequately reimburse the soldiers that fought and their families. So I will definitely follow up with you, whether or not will be used to claim the lands that your children.
Well, we're not trying to oppose. We're settled here, so our kids would have had to have moved on to their own.
But it would be your land to do with you as you wish. You can sell it off. You can invest it. You can hire hands.
Speak to Yippa, as you refer to her as, about
I will definitely find out what the terms are. Everything within my power, I will make sure it's at least to a degree what I can say.
you know.
Yeah. I'll try to bring the conversation down to a more happy conversation at this point.
Yeah.
Before moving on to the next subject.
What's
Comment about the
You've been feasting all fucking day. How
Dude, he's gonna
round
be
are you?
so round.
The most rotund of mice.
That's one. He definitely has pockets. His best pockets are getting full of food.
Is that why they went with the name Rind Bottom? Is because it sounds like round bottom?
So I will continue to nibble on food. I will comment on its flavor in positive manners, and I will try to bring the conversation up in morale a little bit before talking about next. Getting them back to doing their job in the farming community.
You're gonna be there a little while.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just when it comes to your reach of majig, how hard is it to kind of like let it out a little bit?
To fit a bit. Cayenne, what are you getting up to? Oh, you're gonna go talk to Purple. Okay. It's before just like you're going away forever.
Why does it almost sound like that sentence was a nicer way of saying, so I don't have to beat them?
So you head in and Purple comes up to you and just headbutts you full force, nearly knocking your headdress off.
Oh, that's a good sign.
Isn't that how like red and blue like greet Cayenne?
All you see is spots right now. Roll for it. Roll that attack. Yep. As you go to headbutt, you stumble forward and Purple moves out of the way and pulls off one of the trinkets from your headdress and takes off into the shrubbery.
That's all.
It was one from one of your passages. Yeah, you hear a commotion coming from the atrium.
Feisty? I'll be right back. I'm gonna go and investigate.
Yeah.
I know that bad shit happens and you just walk in. I don't remember if they ever taught me the safe word or not.
If there is.
Does he know this?
Well, before I walk in, I'm gonna stop at the entrance.
Do a wisdom at disadvantage since you're so worried.
At disadvantage, you said?
Mm-hmm.
That's 12. That's an 8.
Some bitches.
Oh.
Just modify.
17.
Yeah. You hear Scavherd yell out at the door what he thinks is the save phrase, and it's "Please don't frost my donut."
He thought that was the same phrase. Even with a 17, that's pretty bad, man.
Hello? You okay there, Cayenne? You need help?
Oh, Purple's playing with fire now. As you're distracted by Scavherd, Purple sneaks up on you and bites the back of your knee and darts back into the brush.
Ooh, you're being a playful little brat.
Probably one of the worst things an animal can do to a horse. The music is perfect for this.
Head trauma.
Going bird hunting, aren't you? And before you know it, Red and Boo are up right next to you, cuddling, with asking to go hunting. They're pancaking you between each other. Yeah, you see this in the brush.
Did I ever like see Purple run up and nip at her? No, so I don't even know that Purple's in there.
They're playing Velociraptor.
Oh, fine. Oh,
Can Scavium see over the tall grass?
no, if it's that high. The last time I was in here, I was attacked, so I know it's not safe to just walk in willy-nilly. So... Oh.
Thus the weird phrasing for the safe word.
Is it safe to come in here? I think I said the safe word, right? Oh, Purple's out and about. Okay.
You wander in.
I'm gonna cast Sanctuary before I go in there. So I trace a sigil in the air and cast Sanctuary, and then I'll go in. It's such a powerful, like, simple first level spell.
You can't attack.
Like, no, you will not hit me.
You just
Fuck
don't-
off.
So, as you wander in there, you start going through the grass. And, you can hear the grass rustle around you. And as you reach for your sword, you realize it's gone.
I don't have my sword with me.
Oh,
No, I don't have my stuff with me.
but you do have your bag.
Did I bring my back up? I guess I
Oh,
would have.
Yeah, and you realize your bag is gone.
I think something in here just snagged my pack.
Yeah, and you just hear the rustling around you as your pack is no longer where it should be. Uh-oh. Oh, what does that do again? That's right. Do a performance. Red appears behind you and picks you up by your armor and carries you over the tall grass.
Oh, right. Hello, Red. I reach back and give him a little pat on the beak.
Red comes up dangling a scabbard in front of you.
Hi, sister.
As you're playing it, that's... as you're playing the flute, you're trying to get Purple under control. You guys hear a very loud thunk as you see Feisty wander into the grass in her upright position. And you see her shake her arm out, and she just simply looks down and towards where her feet are and says, "No."
You just said blue.
Yep.
What a stupid bird. Big ass cat eat thingy you don't want to go after. They did go after an owlbear cub. Yeah.
Like an extra set of eyes.
Yeah, are you gonna wander over to Feisty with the birds? Slightly shorter than Redifoo. Yeah, probably about a hand shorter.
Wow. You're fast. Holy crap. I was thinking they're only like maybe 6 to 8 feet tall at this point.
Feisty is just sitting there looking down at the unconscious bird. Oh yeah.
Oh, it came up and Feisty just squish.
Just full paw open. No. Probably just got whacked by a gigantic fucking monstrosity that is Feisty.
The good night, dude.
Huh.
They're the ones that created the menace.
Before you go, would you like to have a little snacky snack? Feisty and I made a thing.
So you guys head into the kitchen. Feisty just towers over fucking everyone at this point. Actually, you guys might want to do an investigation and get your ship back while you can. Yeah.
19. I'll go ahead and help her while I'm at it.
Yeah, I figured as much. You're helping each other. Cayenne, you step in a big heaping pile of purple mess. You find where Purple's been nesting up, and you can see like trinkets that are taken from all over town. You're like, oh, fuck.
Little shit's a klepto too.
Cayenne.
You find Cayenne's charm that she needs. You get your backpack back.
I found your stuff. And my stuff. And pretty sure a lot of other people's stuff. I thought you said they couldn't get out of here. Well, I think Purple here is a little kleptomaniac. There's a lot of things here from all around the town.
Do an investigation if you want on what's all there, or at least some of the stuff.
Can I take some time on this too?
Yeah, you can take 10.
10?
Oh, good. Now we rolled a 47.
20, 24.
Yeah, go ahead and roll for it. You get 10 as well because you're both taking some time.
That's a 24.
With 10? Yeah,
Yeah,
you rolled low.
Whoa!
Yeah, I did.
No, you get plus 10 because you're taking your time. You guys are going through the stuff. You find a dagger there. You find actually a very low wizard's spell book there. You find a glass eye. You find a few holy symbols there. You find a bag of coins there. You find a doll that's been partially ripped apart there. You find a napkin there. You find a fork there. A few loose coins and from different places there.
Cat corpse or two.
A few animal corpses. You can't really recognize them anymore.
They can keep the corpses, but the rest of this we're gonna have to take. I'll take all the stuff to the temple. They'll know what to do with it. I hope that this doesn't become a consistent problem. Well,
The anger.
you know what they say. I'm gonna give Cayenne a little gentle pat on the side. You know what they say? Hindsight's 20/20, and everything's a learning experience.
You can see all sorts of tiny lacerations from Red and Boo.
On the bright side, I think you're doing an excellent job.
You pick. As you say that, you pick up a bracer and you realize the hand is still in it.
Oh, shit.
We should probably figure out who this was.
Do an insight on it.
"21.
You recognize it as a ceremonial bracer, so this probably belonged to someone that was being buried or was buried.
Oh, that is not good. I think they may have found the graveyard because this was someone that was buried. I'll go and sanctify the grounds. I'll take care of this. You take red and blue out, and we'll figure out what to do with purple later. Right now,
I have a feeling
think
she's
they...
gonna be getting a hold of a certain wolf and a gorilla.
Actually, I was thinking more, we're gonna find out. Because when you start to strangle somebody, they eventually turn like red, then blue, then purple. But what color does purple turn? And I think wants to kind of find out.
Don't forget green. Green's in there too.
Okay. Looks like we have our work cut out for us. I have stuff to turn in and a graveyard to sanctify.
As you guys leave the atrium with your grim findings of Purple's escapades, Feisty is finishing up some meal prep, and Nikolai comes walking in, having had his meeting with the Tompkins.
Oh, did I get them to go back to assume their roles?
They don't because they need to stay basically incognito, like what you assume that the plan is working if things are working in a bad way.
Essentially, they cannot return until we deal with their problem.
Yeah, makes sense.
Hello, brother.
Making it seem like
I
that
get them to agree to go back.
once it's done. Yeah.
Once the issue is
Yeah. You see Cayenne with a bunch of little cuts on her. Her forehead is a little red. Probably trying to read. Go ahead. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh shit. You see Feisty in the kitchen.
Oh, I see.
He motions gently.
What you doing?
She holds it up. Ooh.
Now I guess red and blue are out there too.
Yeah. Cayenne is probably reattaching her symbol of her passage to her antlers and
See all
wild magic.
And I'm carrying a satchel full of stuff.
Yeah.
so I see her all messed up.
She's got lots of little cuts all over her.
And red and blue are out with her.
Yeah, and they're trying to peek at whatever Feisty is doing, but they can't get around the largeness of her. They'll get close and she just moves a wing and it's like,
That childlike curiosity that those birds have.
yeah.
What you guys out for? Is Mama gonna take you hunting? Yes. I kind of figured that was possibly what's going on. I just had a long meeting with everybody in the farmlands.
And you see how round he is. Like his armor's actually unlatched so that he can allow himself to breathe a bit better.
Purple
When he
is
went walking in,
terrorizing
did they
the
hear him?
farmland.
I'm gonna walk over and just give him a gentle poke with the claw right in the belly, like,
You feel Scabbard poke you in the stomach.
you've been
Oh.
eating all day, haven't
Yes,
you?
I have.
It's like when I poke
It's
you
a
after you've had
halfling
too
thing.
much food.
Well, you should
Just so
probably
you know, you want to do business with halflings, you need to be prepared to eat.
What do we know about that, actually? Do we know anything?
You haven't dealt with a lot of halflings.
Okay, that is good to know. Very good to know.
I really think that it's possible that the Tompkins, were deliberately targeted to destabilize the farm.
Well, what did you learn about that?
You get to the bank.
That no one else's farmlands seem to be suffering the same blight. I think I found out that no one else's children did go to the war. It was just the Tompkins.
It's just the Tompkins.
Yeah. Their children didn't come back. So I think there was possibly
That you knew about.
I knew about that.
yeah. And so I think there's a possibility that they were deliberately targeted by the usurpers in Essencrest. In fact, because they have this information about the Tompkins being kind of the leaders of the farmlands, it may be hopeful, very hopeful, but they may still be alive.
Huh. Well, when I spoke with Kippa, she already knew about the events happening at the farm, but she didn't know that it could have correlation to the enemies in Essencrest. And what you just said kind of makes things even more suspicious.
Yeah.
Especially considering how it all played out. Speaking of which, Cayenne, did you figure anything else out how to deal with this?
Instead of destroying
Off in the distance, sad Mongo sounds.
it.
Pongo doesn't have to kill.
Especially if they were like in enslaved or whatever, yeah, and are acting against their own will.
Not a bad idea, but we still need a plan B in case something like that fails. But I think that's an excellent idea, Cayenne.
Go back to the fire.
Fire and iron. Definitely fire and iron.
So yeah, your dad is still.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, sister,
Make
but
sure I'm not
isn't
sneaking
this
up on
the
him.
town where you got red and blue from that ranger? Or is that the other?
That was a long time ago. It wasn't even the.
Was that the outpost?
It was
Yeah.
before the outpost.
No, it was the outpost.
No, the outpost was the first place we went.
It was the outpost when you guys first got there. You guys
Yeah.
bumped into the ranger.
First place we went was Winemore.
Yeah,
The
this
post was the
more
second
private.
place. And yes, we got him at the post. Yeah, we
Yeah.
got
Their name?
Yeah, he's sitting there and he's just kind of got a journal open.
Yeah, just walk up.
Never got a name. Well, I was just wondering if, since they were
like,
the ones that trained.
Find anything
Red,
interesting?
They may have some information. On
He
the
hands
paper.
the journal over to you.
It's encoded, isn't it?
It's do an investigation or an insight on it.
Yeah, they are in town, aren't they?
9.
9?
Yeah, maybe, yeah, maybe
It's a journal,
It's a good idea to look into that instead of
and it's written in
before
Munchkin.
It's written in what?
disciplining purple.
Well, you said they are like Feywild creatures, right? Feywild or Underdark?
Who?
Red and blue.
Yeah, they are basically abyssal chickens.
I do remember they have 4 eyes. Yeah, totally tall.
I believe they're from the abyss.
Yeah, but that makes sense. to me.
Yeah.
Describe it as the
Yeah, so your dad's like, huh, it's old stuff.
Take a closer look at the entry that he was reading.
You can add in, you realize it's your mom's journal about how hopeful she was for the future.
That's a good one.
Going straight for the fucking throat, aren't you?
I missed what you said. I'm sorry.
He's reading a journal of jewels.
Yeah, I got that. And then I heard the word
It's-
future.
Yeah,
Oh.
about how hopeful she was.
Oh, so future.
Yeah.
I haven't even warmed up yet.
I had no idea this was even in here.
You just gotta look around for these things. They're all about here, there, hidden.
Yeah. Just gotta remember to, look closer and not just try to knock shit off the table.
Yeah. He just reaches over and lowers your goggles onto your face.
Yep.
Just a few things. Then you can see everything that's actually on the table.
Oh, fuck.
And you can see that dagger sitting there on the table.
I'm fucking touching that dagger.
It's kind of you see the blade is almost like a crystalline pattern, and inside of it you can see like all these handles like touching the like it's containing them, like souls trapped within it. Oh,
Definitely something I want to stay the fuck away from.
But as you look at the handle, though, it's wrapped in like wire, and you realize that it's almost like barbed wire. I swear this dagger has its own death metals cut song.
Yeah, probably. Sounds like it should be on an album cover somewhere.
So instead of leather wrapped barbed wire.
He puts a like a long vest on you. It's basically a robe without sleeves on it, and he's like, he just leans in and goes, "Ta-da," and it just billows.
A cloak of billowing, or in this case, a vest of billowing.
How does Mongo respond?
I see that. Start getting kind of adjusted, getting like a little epic pose. Oh, I like this.
But the problem is, it's like mustard plaid with like puke green,
Oh,
with bright pink stripes.
oh man.
Yellow, mustard, yellow, green, and pink stripes.
Yeah.
Plaid.
Oh my god.
That's
just not
disgusting.
the most scob fest ever.
You're like, I love it.
They fucking do. Advent Bellas, do I hear a horn section in the background?
That's the trade-off you get with it. If you're out in public, it does occasionally play the horns for you.
You know what? I'm okay with it.
But it's ugly.
Unlike whoever the fuck made Renfield, I don't have a problem with stuff. I enjoy it.
So, what do you think of that?
I love it.
It's like the tackiest thing ever. He's like,
You know, I've got coin on my side. We can throw together an outfit that makes this shit work.
might need to pray to a fashion god. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. So,
Find anything else? Anything that brought back a few memories? Anything unfamiliar?
he just kind of shrugs a bit. Well, I remember a little bit how much Ithos messed with Joel's history.
Oh, what the fuck did she do?
Try to give her a happier beginning instead of the truth.
Wow, she can mess with fate past. Yeah,
So,
some powerful ass shit.
from what I heard, there was a tribe of Munchkin Tabaxis somewhere where she originally came from. They were all wiped out, and she had to basically claw her way to somewhere in Burning Temperament, and then got raised by some of the tieflings out there. Is that not what originally happened?
He takes out the flask and takes a sip. And he pats the ground next to him.
Yeah, I'm looking for whatever bottle I've got
He
on
hands
me.
it to you, the flask.
Alright. Story time, right?
He takes out. Is that the what? The yeah. I realize Tom's are carrying alcohol wherever he goes now.
Be a bad day, right?
Anything?
Of course it is. I would think you would put that wine that you really like in there.
This wouldn't be enough. I'm like, it's like Friday. The bottle wouldn't be enough. Fuck, I'm so pissed.
So he sits down. He's like, and he hands you a blank scroll so you can make notes of this.
Oh, fuck.
Dude, you don't have to code it in that book because nobody can read your writing.
I could occasionally translate it.
Dude, I could put on Nate's glasses and write in there.
Yeah, and it'd be actually legible.
Yeah.
You know, have you considered
Learning how to actually write? Yes, I've tried.
becoming a doctor?
So
Bring the gut punch.
he's like, so can't really do anything about the past. Can't go on a killing spree. Promise me that. No killing sprees.
They like,
It's not your business to sort out.
I promise I'll be good.
Good at the killing spree.
I never fucking said that.
Maybe what you're thinking.
He just gives you the stern fatherly look.
Look, I assume that I got my vengeful streak from either you or from her or from.
Both.
Yeah.
There was this one peculiar job that we had where we had to play espionage for a night, and we finally got the mark. Oh, that was 31 days of torture and resurrections.
As in,
You didn't say resurrections, right?
or
Okay.
they did.
We captured them, we locked them away in a pit, and spent 31 days extracting information from them.
Sometimes they died, so you just brought back. That's actually a really good idea.
I'll write that one down.
Oh, yeah, no, actually.
Did you know that you could actually tune someone's screams by pulling out their tendons and using them as a guitar?
I don't even know if any of the blood curdling screams are fucking annoying.
Nate's over there like, God damn! I swear the Adams family would be proud of that comment. Anyway, so your mom was from a tribe of Tabaxis that ended up on the Burning Temperament. However, the orc matron there owned them as, you know, court jesters and playthings, and she needed some more capital with the tieflings, so she bartered and sold them off to the tieflings. Yeah, not exactly the best. But on the plus side, your mom was able to purchase her own freedom.
Is everybody else still around?
There might still be a few alive. You promised.
I promised I'd be good.
It's like, I know that look your mom got to see.
Quirky music, the right music?
Kind of is,
I know
it
it's
works.
vengeful and it has a sense of humor. Yeah. If it was like a little deeper on the tone, quirky and dark.
That'd be interesting.
He just looks over at you. He's like, so Ithos kind of changed her memories to make it more happy.
That's just
That's
hey.
appropriate. And I'm scheduled to go to the Burning Temperament.
Yes, and you need to behave. We can't have any war relations with the Burning Temperament. He looks over at you and he's just like, I have to ask you a question. What's more important? Is the revenge on the dragon or the revenge on the matron of the orcs? Because if you decide to go to the Burning Temple and step into a big pile of orc shit while you're there, Kippa's going to be fighting a war on both fronts, and you're going to have to pick one or the other.
Finish one, start the other. Save, spend a few coins, get them back. Go just outside of town. Just gotta figure out how to do this.
Well, the tieflings seem to be rather nice to munchkins.
Yeah, but I'm thinking of really cool. Spend that time.
I didn't mean to dower you, but
I'm sure they'll figure out how big he was. Not that hard to make, are they?
I'm sure Kippa would know how to do that.
Yeah, she'll probably show me how it works. Afterward. Burning temperament, frozen temperament.
He hands you a little, like, what looks like a ring box. Here you go.
What's this? Open it carefully, that way I don't prick a finger on it.
You're terrified, huh?
Yeah, possessed by something else. Ring of simmer the fuck down.
You creak it open, and you hear a faint voice inside your head.
Oh, good. More voices.
What do you call an alligator? An investigator.
I'm sorry, but that was absolutely terrible.
And then it.
At least it didn't slam into your face.
And then you hear a faint little off somewhere in the distance. And then you hear, but wait, I used to be addicted to the hokey pokey, and then I turned myself around.
I actually told that to one coworkers the other day.
I hear the groan from her soul.
Please don't open that
So-
box.
Do you close the box?
Oh, well, I opened it up all the way.
And it just keeps going on the terrible pun jokes.
Oh, I love this. I love this so much.
Of course you would. You're Tom.
And then before you close the box, the last one says, "What is the keen of all school supplies?" The ruler, of course.
That was a good one. I'm a little disappointed in myself that I
Does it hurt? The pain across the table. Come on.
Corn might not be too good about it.
Let's head back to the house.
Yeah. It's almost dinner time.
Actually, I think it's past dinner time. My stomach's been eating. I think I got a few. He pulls out a piece of bread. You can see some mold on it. He takes a small bite of it.
Oh, yeah. Breaking up the to-do list. Get down to the part about Maggie. and underlying the part of getting an enchantment to slowly make all of his things better in time.
Yeah, there's like this big green spot on the piece of bread he's eating.
Oh, by the way, there's another thing I wanted to ask you. Kind of an area of your specialty. And I think I need to learn how.
Conjure skeleton from body?
That sounds like fun.
Your skeleton inside and then squeeze through a tight hole or something.
Or forcibly remove somebody else's skeleton who's trying to punch you. Now all of a sudden you're just basically getting... Yeah.
He's like, you know, the enlarge and reduce spell is really useful. Like if you cast enlarge on someone's tongue, they suddenly can't breathe.
Fucking bonus. No, we're going camping with Lumion, you know, for his bachelor party.
Oh, that's right.
Which, by the way, we want you to go to.
Oh,
However, if you're uncomfortable with it, you have to. We want you to, because
it depends on everyone else.
who else would say no?
I'm sure people have their reservations.
Doubtful, but well, I kind of got the idea after I sobered up from that one party where Lumion got me in the wrestling competition and basically put Nikolai's girlfriend in a 6-feet deep hole. Now we know approximately how strong he is, and since we have to fight him, I figure there's a few other things that we need to know. And what better way than camping? The only thing is, I don't know how to do that without raising suspicion. So that way, he's not too wise about the idea.
He's an information broker. He doesn't exactly say a lot.
I know. I'm sure if I were to outright ask him, he'd probably give me something to get a decent baseline, but he'd probably put that together before I even finish the first question.
You could always ask Cayenne. She knows the most about him, I'm sure of.
True. But again, I ask one or two questions, she's going to catch on. And I'd prefer that they didn't know that. Just, look, I know there's no way that we're going to win that bout. But I figure I owe it to Lumion to give it everything I've got.
He just
So,
pats you on the
something
back. He's like, look, just go in there, do your best. Don't worry about things. I had to spar Holvar one-on-one with nothing. Yeah.
How did that go?
I don't remember the rest of that week.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So, you guys back at the house, you see Feisty is still cooking, and you were in the middle of making whatever it was you were making, and she starts actually setting stuff on the table, and what you see there are essentially they're like the pork dumplings, but they've been coated in panko and deep fried.
That's not funny.
And Cayenne, I'm assuming you're grabbing one to try it.
I've been dying for some fucking Monopoo for like the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, you bite into it, and it's just braised pork with, like a sweet and sour teriyaki sauce and some cabbage and shredded carrots.
Lock up a plate of those so fast.
Before you go, do you happen to have a simple dagger or something that I can go ahead and take for a moment? Okay. Okay.
That is not a simple dagger.
Do you have a simple weapon of some
Feisty
kind?
gives you a whole dumpling to eat, Nikolai.
All right.
And you're realizing the challenge in front of you.
I've been eating all day, Feisty. All day.
Are you opposed to using a dagger
She crosses her
that
arms,
I'm
all
going to
four
do
of them.
something with as a emergency backup plan? No, it's not for the hunt. Well, it's for a hunt, but not that hunt. It's for
Sounds
our
delicious.
escapade of seeking the Dryad.
I will promise I will take a bite. And I will try to take a bite.
Roll a con.
It won't be made of iron, but it will be laced with it. Which, that's fair. Okay.
15, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, 15.
15. You're like, and you take one bite. You just quickly put down your just
Stay
figure.
safe out there.
As I just
I
hit
have to go
you
to
can
the
feel it in your
temple,
throat because of how
And then
full
the
you are.
graveyard. I have to see a blacksmith. That's good. Nikolai,
So, you get back and you smell the delicious friedness, odd smell in the house.
have you a weapon of some kind that's
God, that's
like a
so
simple one?
amazing.
Otherwise, you just
Just part of a backup
motions
plan,
holds up a plate of these.
in case you end up
Fried
having trouble with the
dumplings.
Dryad.
What are you? Okay. Share your thoughts there, buddy.
I'm
You
going
just-
to figure out a way
Making sure Dad gets one.
to infuse
He looks
iron
at the
dust
piece of bread he's been
into
eating.
holy water, and then
He looks
lace
at the
said weapon
dumpling.
with a blessing.
Okay. Interesting.
Puts it back in his pocket.
Should be very effective in dealing with
The bread
a creature
bounces and you hear it's almost like a.
like a Dryad. Hopefully, we won't have to use it, but if we do, it will prove most useful.
Okay.
But you
yeah,
bite into the
I'm sure
dumpling
we
and the
can
explosion of flavor.
Get some iron filings with no troubles.
Yep, I'm heading to a blacksmith after I deal with the other
Funny,
stuff.
I really have been dying for some fucking luck.
Okay.
In the meantime, have you a small dagger or a blade of some kind?
Why do you want my dagger or my blade?
I just explained to you why.
Just use your own.
Alright, that's fine. Give him a little pat on the head.
As you're speaking, Feisty puts one of the dumplings in your mouth that she made.
Oh, just enjoying it because like delicious food. Thank you.
She gives one to Red and Boo as well.
Good to see if Coin's conscious.
Hello, Mongo. Bye, Mongo.
Just walking by with like a couple of dumplings on
Mm-hmm.
a plate.
I'm headed to the temple.
Get Noodle and Leaf too.
Yeah, they're both sharing the dumpling at a little sized table for them.
See if Sunny's around. If not, message her, tell her to come over for dinner.
She opens the door like the fucking Kool-Aid girl. She's like, food? I'm hungry. And she looks over at you. Scabbard, did you eat my share?
I had only the one that Feisty gave me. And
You
it's-
can have some of mine. I can't eat anymore.
Sunny. And she just simply says, Jens?
Look, if you do go,
They just look at each other like it's this glance. Do a nature, see if you can identify what this glance is to each other.
apparently, yeah.
You see this glance, and they're like, it's between them, and what you gather from the little bit you can see about their personality. It's like, we don't. This sucks. And they just look at each other, and you can see them flaunt it a little bit, like almost like a playful flaunt.
I just realized it's late into the night, so I'm not gonna go to the temple. That's a tomorrow thing.
Yeah, Sunny just walks over and she sits down at the table and just grabs a dumpling and she's like, oh my gosh, nom.
There's plenty of hot iron in the shop. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Coin, she's awake. She's sitting just there with her in every direction and a bunch of scrolls. She's working on getting caught up on stuff. And you can see this, like, cayenne-sized goblet next to her filled with all the way top with the darkest coffee that you can imagine. It's almost like Phantom Black.
I would like to send for Kippa and Sermir to join us if they're able to.
Yeah.
Every hair just kind of. Oh, Nikolai might need the recipe for that. Or want it. I don't know.
She's like, it's a little gelatinous.
Alrighty.
She puts a spoon in and pulls it up, and you know how like liquid just like easily drips down? It just kind of takes a few moments to drip.
Okay, so she's drinking coffee the consistency
Ultra
of
concentrated
frozen molasses.
coffee.
It's more like honey.
Alrighty then.
Is she drinking it or slowly chewing on it?
Yes.
You can take a sip of coffee and blow bubbles with it. I don't like coffee, and just the thought of this is just making my stomach not okay. I don't have that.
Question: were they able to arrive at the house?
Who?
Kippa and Sermir.
High or low?
Hi.
No. So, she looks
Good
over.
morning.
She just leans over and gives you a kiss on the forehead. And nuzzles you.
The noses will be returned.
Yeah, I suppose it's morning somewhere in the world.
Glad you're conscious.
Yeah,
Where's this one?
I went a little overboard on the party. So it was a good party.
Yeah, from the very small amount that I've heard, everybody had fun, especially Holtz.
Holtz was kind of the MVP. By the end of it, she was dancing on stage with the strippers going, she does her best Holtz image. Ah, yes. This is how you shake your moneymaker.
Oh my god.
Apparently, she instituted something that's from her culture of goblins called twerking.
Oh, God. Why? Why did you have to do that?
So
The world is not a better
Grandma
place with this
Goblin twerking is a thing.
The look over on Mare's face just says it all.
And if you had that on your Brawling Dragon bingo card, congratulations. I'm sorry. These days we're actually gonna have to make some of the bingo cards for some of the crazy fucking shit.
Yeah.
thing.
Coin. Yeah. Yeah. Cayenne is actually, you know, when she cuts loose and lets down her guard, is pretty interesting to be around.
Yeah, she wasn't petting flowers this time, was she?
No, but she did a line of Feywild narcotics off of a stripper's stomach, then drank alcohol afterwards to chase it down.
Didn't know she had it in.
None of us did. We were rather surprised, and then we just egged her on and get to what?
Yep.
Cayenne is just like, oh, we're gonna have words. We will never speak of this publicly. Behold, the Cayenne! She is the goddess of debauchery. Lord, fornication is a free will of us. Spring shall be known as the mating season. What are you up to, Mongo?
I just got back from doing a couple of things.
Who did you stab?
Nobody yet. Why does everybody assume that that's going to be my go-to?
Well, you're Mongo. You're spiteful like your parents.
I can't tell if you're saying that as a good thing or a bad thing.
It's a good one.
Oh, good, because I may get in some trouble for getting compliment.
No, you're not.
I promised I'd be good.
Yeah. Read between the lines as a bard.
Look, we all know that good and bad's blurrier.
Let me see your paw. She takes your paws. Repeat after me. I solemnly swear not to topple a government or start some shit that I can't deal with.
I solemnly swear to not start.
Come on. I'll be sad if you don't say it.
I will not topple a government or start some shit that I can't handle in the Burning Temple.
You will stick to the outlined mission of Hippo.
I'll stick to the outlined mission as defined by fucking words physically. As far as the Burning Temperament is concerned, I will behave.
Good, because once we get done with the Essencrest thing and we get settled, you're next on the list. The orc matron is quite a
Fucking bitch, from what I've heard.
is more of a more rotund, fat orc bitch that sits on a throne and dictates things, and just has people randomly killed. However, she actually doesn't really hold any power. It's the tieflings that hold all the
Well, that's a good thing, because from what I hear from the old man, the tieflings have a soft spot for it.
Well, who doesn't? We're fuzzy and adorable.
Yeah, that doesn't stop them from enslaving them. So while I promise to behave, I can't promise that I won't rack up a bit of debt. Because if any of my mother's tribe is still there and still indebted, they might not be for long.
Hold on. What did I miss? What do you mean indebted?
Bought and sold.
Wait, your mom was a slave? Oh,
She eventually earned enough and bought her own freedom. Not everyone else from the tribe was as lucky.
to be fair, that's not very hard for Jewel.
True.
Don't
If-
break this to Sunny. She doesn't need the trauma.
Yeah, no. Considering everything that Jewel's been through that we've known about. Yeah, I don't need that running in the family. And speaking of family, Leaf sent me a message,
Okay.
and potential bombshell.
Takes a big swig of the coffee and her face just wrinkles up. Oh, God.
Yeah.
How does he make the coffee? Because this is terrible.
Who made the coffee?
I made it. It's kind of grainy.
Oh God, he's never made coffee before.
No.
Poor child.
She offers a sip to you, and you it's like if you went to a gas station and it's been sitting there for 2 days and it's almost like that sludgy kind of consistency and burnt taste, and you just drink it and it just hits all your senses at once.
Considering how much he hates coffee, you're just making it worse.
Have I turned other colors yet?
A little bit.
Fair enough.
You turned a little whiter than usual.
That's fucking hardness. Practically glow in the dark.
Dude, Mare and I have you beat. We're basically vampires.
You haven't seen me with my shirt off. I'm damn near reflective.
That's true. So, what's this bombshell? Huh?
Handed the note from Leaf.
He looks at it. Huh. I haven't got around to researching Paw's end. I've actually just kind of moved it to the bottom of the lists.
Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't had much time either. I did ask Lumion and Kippa to look into it. They obviously have very important things to do.
Yeah.
Not to say that this isn't important, but I figure anything
She
that he
crosses
knows-
her arms a little bit. Kip is currently dealing with that. Don't tell Scav because he'll panic. She's dealing with the fact that she has to send people to their deaths and live with that consequences.
Yeah. The farm that we're dealing with, I don't know how much Kippa's told you about it.
The last couple of days, I've been rather tied up with helping things with Cayenne, so I'm not exactly up to date on it.
There's a blight on that particular farm, probably like the heads of the community or something, from what the glow is saying.
Well, that's a strategic planning.
Yeah. The couple that runs that farm had 3 sons.
I'm guessing they didn't make it back.
So we're doing what we can. That's why your those teleportation scrolls that you gave me are so insanely useful right now.
They were leftovers, and I figured you can use them better than I.
Because Cayenne and I are gonna pop back over where that other atrium is.
Yeah, you can get rid of purple that way.
Just let her free.
Keep her unconscious.
True.
Just an IV drip of pulse drink.
Oh god.
So,
Pop over there, run over to the house in the atrium, get a bit of that anti-magic fuel, bring it back, mix it into that sticky bomb, lock that fucker down, and solve problems.
oh. Well, I suppose you should go talk to Leaf.
Yeah, I was wondering if you wanted to come with.
I'd rather you do it and then relay the. It's a bit of a tender spot.
When it comes to the burning temperament, I promise to behave. When it comes to the matter of pause, that is another story.
We know nothing about pausing.
That's why I haven't done anything yet.
I have work to get to. You should go talk to Leaf. Also, this food is really good.
Well, Feisty made it.
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm. Down front.
Feisty can actually cook?
Apparently pretty damn well.
Okay, I'm going to go give my regards.
We walk out, we go to Pam.
And you can go take Leaf off to a private room and speak to them.
Hey, Tom. I just had a thought. Want to get the anti-magic glue and combine it with the magical sticky bomb.
So magical.
Alright, never
You know,
mind.
just
Carry
a
on.
two-stage that once it kind of...
Okay. I thought you were doing some type of magic glue.
What are you going to be doing?
Well, I'm taking all that stuff to the
Remember, it's late at night. You see, you're going to do that the next day.
that's right, I'm doing
You could always go with Cayenne on her hunt.
Although, once Cayenne mentions that she wants
you know
to
what?
get the pure
Cayenne.
fucker, then I'm going to try to grab some of the holy water from the scab, assuming that it's not dispensed like thoughts.
I think she just fell over from face palming.
Or
Cayenne.
from Kitty.
Or from, yeah, fighting with Kitty, I think.
Anyway, carry on.
Yeah, then I'm just going to make some...
Would
some
you
of the
be
holy water
opposed to
into it.
Feisty and I joining you on a hunt?
So, should sting a bit.
Feisty's like, mm-mm.
No? You don't want to? Okay.
I also want to make some iron filings if they're just because of who it is.
Yeah,
just
it's
make
kind
it
of
sting
thought
like a
about.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that was one of
Yeah,
our
but-
favorite activities before.
brought iron farms.
But I
I'm sure
understand.
they have plenty of that.
Probably have to get back to the
You get
palace,
that-
don't you?
Some of that.
True.
I can just see Feisty sitting there every time Purple wakes up. Go to sleep.
Oh, you're awake. No,
Well,
you're not.
would you like me to join you?
That's just the heaviest snooze button ever.
Okay. In that case, I suppose I should probably go to the graveyard and sanctify it.
Nate, this is totally up your alley. Once
Okay.
again. Absurdism is so goated. Yes, we exist in cold and endless universe, but have you ever considered you can actually wear a silly hat?
So true.
I will head.
What?
I will-
Absurdism is basically the belief that everything is absurd and nothing is actually like normal.
Everything's pointless, but at the same time, because we're the only living things in the universe
That we know
right
where.
now. Really know.
So-
like,
You guys are heading off to hunt with Red and Boo, and you head out to.
I'm going to the graveyard to sanctify it.
Yeah,
actually.
you guys can stop by there. Red and Boo are actually rather like, you know, kosher.
I'll ha- I'll let the gravekeeper know, of course, that hey, these might have been desecrated. I'm a paladin here to go ahead and help consecrate the ground.
The gravekeeper is just like this hunched over, older, like really like almost like an orc. And you can see all sorts of battle scars and tattoos and such. And he looks over it and he grabs you by the armor and he's like, "You feeling guilty, paladin?
About what?
Stealing relics of the dead? I know your kind."
Well, I haven't stolen anything from the dead. If anything, I'm trying to make sure that it doesn't happen again by whoever
Uh-huh.
stole it.
I'm watching you.
Watch as much as you like. In the meantime, I have work to do.
And he's just like less than 2 inches walking behind you, almost stepping on your tail.
The whole time, I'll have to upcast it probably, but I'm gonna conduct ceremony, funeral rites, and use some of my holy water while doing so, and just re-sanctify this graveyard.
So, what are you doing, Mongo?
Once everybody's kind of off and the night's kind of chilled down, I'll see if Leaf wants to chat about Paul's End.
Gives you a thumbs up.
Have you been there?
He goes like this, reaches in his pocket, pulls out what looks like a really intricate compass. And you see him just kind of turn the sides, and you hear him click, and you see him just kind of change it, and it clicks, and you see it kind of change again, and it clicks, and then he opens it like a compact, and you see the directional thing doesn't make any sense, and it kind of floats up, and then the compass just breaks apart into 4 parts. And then behind him, you see this ghostly pirate up here. Big long beard with all these ornaments in it, this big heavy jacket on, big thick heavy boots, these really thick goggles. You can see that their face is covered in like, they're ghostly, but you can tell that they would have soot on their face. This big giant hat on their head with all these trinkets hanging off of like tiny little skulls, little things that they've got on their travels. And he's like, oh, I've been summoned. Hey,
Greetings.
greetings. Hey, hi.
How's your day?
Oh, well, I've been summoned. Well, I guess it's better.
Just kind of looking back between him and Leaf.
I'm an official representative of Leaf. They bested me in combat, killed me, and now I'm in their forever service.
Oh,
So, laddie, what can I do you for?
said you knew about Paul's End?
Oh. Do you know the code?
To get in?
Well, there's Sure, you'll be educated on that.
Well, I know somebody from Paws End with a less than happy tale to tell. And I promised I would look into it.
Less than savory tales are basically the bread and butter of Paws End.
One of those places.
Well, when you have dozens of rowdy people and a very thin code that are more guidelines, yes.
Yeah, that
No. And Leaf turns around and does some motions. Oh, okay. They vouch for you. Pulls out a ghostly tankard and drinks from it. And you can just see it go through their digestive system. Well,
Unfortunately, when it comes to the Manor of Paws End, all I've heard is that, well, it's a place.
oh, you know nothing of the place that is the fabled Paws End.
This is true. I did hear that there was some time ago one group that ran it, and now there's new management.
Alright, so first of all, Paws End is right smack dab in the middle of a bunch of ley lines. You're like, oh shit.
Okay. So I'd imagine that makes travel to it a bit more complicated.
Precarious? Yeah. So, as you approach Paws End, you have thunderstorms, and then you have typhoons, and then you have hurricanes, and then you have wild magic storms.
Oh, those are so fun.
I had a lad get turned into a seagull from one of those. Wasn't too happy about it.
Yeah, I came across a wild magic field in Gruesome Atlas.
Anyway, Paws End itself was founded on the code.
And what code would this be?
Whoever's ruling makes the rules, but you have to follow the baseline code and not ruin it. That gets you killed by the entire island.
What's the baseline code?
Thou shalt not steal from other pirates, and don't steal someone's drink.
You don't steal someone's what?
Drink.
Drink.
And be fair to those others that are in the same line of work as you. Unless they've stolen from you, and then you shoot them in the back.
Claims a little too much about coin right there.
So, the basis of Paws End is it was founded years ago for the Fable. And it was after one of the cataclysms when good old piracy strokes his massive beard in excitement, the golden age of piracy. After every cataclysm, there's a golden age of piracy, and all the pirates in the seas came together to kind of parlay, because it was getting a little out of control with me fellow pirates pirating each other and a lot of rambunctiousness, lots of lust alcohol, a lot of dead souls. But the story goes that a pirate basically traveled into this area and then never left. And then other ships found their way there, formulating Paws End. Thousands of ships interlinked to each other into a giant island. And with that, the code was founded between all the captains that elected a leader. Believe it or not, we actually managed, after, 6 months of shooting each other, bar fights,
I'd
and
imagine
once
it'd take a while.
And once we ran out of alcohol, we decided to pick a leader so that we can actually get more alcohol and stave off a lot of the fights.
I thought until there was no more alcohol, then realized that they need to work together together. Okay. Yeah.
If that's not the most pirate thing to fucking do, dude.
Like, I want to be the leader. No, I want to be the leader. Everybody's fighting to be the leader. They elected because there's no more.
So,
Everybody finally sobered up and realized what the fuck was going on.
so there's sometimes a king, there's sometimes a queen, there's sometimes a king and queen, there's sometimes a vacancy. That's bad news for everybody. You always have a standby, but if the standby's dead, you have to figure out who the next standby is. And, you know, it's raised off the code, and some new leaders came along, I don't know who they were, and decided, you know, we're better than this, and tried to instill a actual system in place to make all of us equal. You know, better than the other. Well, shit, there goes the tier list. Who's the most notorious pirate? Granted, they kept that for the bonus, but everybody was equal.
But how long ago was this?
Fuck if I know. When you're raping, pillaging, stealing shit, getting drunk, you kind of lose track of time because it's a good time. And then you run into a ferret that bests you and stabs you 162 times. Have you ever been stabbed in the Jolly Gems by a fucking ferret? It's not pleasant.
I can't imagine getting shanked there being any kind of fun.
Yeah, it really sobers you up instantly.
The ones that tried to instill the newish system, do you know much about who they were?
Nope. I just knew that things were working and someone broke the code and killed them. They were promptly killed because they broke the code, and shit just kind of went south. And now we're back to square one of good old tier list.
Okay, I'll be honest. So is that basically how everybody wants it? The whole tier list thing, or...
Look, you're either drunk and you agree because you don't care because you're drunk, or you're hungover and you don't care and you just agree. Or you just don't have the means to kill somebody and you just agree out of the sake of you don't have a way to kill somebody.
Look, I was planning on overthrowing this place, but it kind of looks like nobody noticed. Like, I walk in, it's like, okay, who's in charge? Yeah, not anymore, I am. Nobody fucking notice.
You just have to best whoever thinks they're in charge, essentially.
So I guess that's something off the to-do list?
Seems like their poor society is the way their poor society works.
Yeah.
Like, Queen's family was just on the
It wasn't necessarily malicious
TV
or
end of
anything, it was just bound to happen when you're the one in charge in this group.
yeah.
So there's a chance that whoever took out her family has already been dispatched, and whoever got them has also been gotten,
Yeah.
and we're like 4 or 5 levels removed.
Yeah.
But that doesn't stop you going back and reclaiming the throne.
Considering the fact that
But considering how hammered everyone probably is, if somebody says, yes, I'm the heir of that list of people who are in charge, it's like, 10 back, but would anybody be sober enough to fucking remember?
well, as Wayne is a living descendant of the rulers, then she would have a legitimate claim because
Or
the
the
rulers 6 times back weren't properly deposed.
for the code, she would actually still be the ruler.
And then if she would probably be able to claim without fighting and then immediately get challenged.
Probably. But knowing Coin, she'd be able to both talk her way out and fight. And anybody who disposed, who didn't agree, would probably either die or...
The pirate's like, you know, one of the best showmanship things I ever saw was there. We didn't have any of the bows or arrows or crossbows. They were all used up. So you know what they did? 10 paces, cannons at dawn.
I had a bit of a miss.
Must have been a bang of a time.
Oh. Ever seen somebody hit with a cannonball? Oh.
Oh, for a minute.
Nothing like a someone getting hit with a cannonball to give you a raging hard on for pillaging.
Over me, like, fucking...
So it was,
What?
so they have the cannons 10 paces away from each other. And then they agree to do it. Whoever gets to the cannon first gets it lit off, or gets it lit and shoots it off first is the one that wins.
Into the other person.
Yeah.
Hey, so you're over there just like, the fuck?
Whoever can move the fastest or light that wick the fastest wins.
Whoever has the shorter cannon wick.
Cayenne
Whoever
would
has
probably
the
have
easier
a
to move
blast. and
cannon
pause
would
in.
probably fucking win.
Possibly. But what I'm saying is, like, they meet in the middle. The cannons are already in place.
So you know
you're-
they're already in place. You didn't say that.
I'm just saying. It's a
Maybe you've
possibility.
got to drag the fucking cannon 10 paces away. These things are solid metal. They're easy to
Well, that's
fucking
why
move.
it's like maybe they're like already. Typically
So-
in a duel, you have to have like.
Do you ask anything else or just let the spirit go back to resting?
Have you seen many of my kind in the pirate game?
Yeah? Tall ones, short ones, fat ones, naked ones, drooling ones, dun-baked ones.
Being on a ship sounds better than being in the ocean.
Oh, there was this one. It had 2 peg legs and a pig tail.
If I meet them, I'll be sure to.
Was any one of them being caged?
You know damn well would fucking take him over. Him and the rest of his family would have been
Yeah.
running that
Hey,
shit.
pay attention.
Sounds like a rather lively place. Is there anything else one needs to know if they plan on going?
Follow the code.
Anybody to avoid because they're particularly nasty?
Oh, easy to find out.
Ah.
They kind of stand out. They have a hole.
Good to know. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to let me know about it.
It's not like I'm going anywhere. I'm kind of stuck here for eternity.
Well, still, your life experiences get to help others now. Not a bad thing.
Yeah, but I can't pillage or fuck anybody. Or pillage and fuck someone at the same time.
Kind of bring new meaning to the term "fuck me running."
You're over there just smiling. You're just loving this place, aren't you?
Mhm.
And well, you're kind of getting over that, so
Actually, I'm cooking up a potion that might help.
Baby
Yeah.
steps.
so just puts him back in the compass.
How many other people do you have in there? Just one other one, or just him? Remind me never to cross planes. 162 times?
Just smiles at Toothy grin.
I don't suppose Noodle has told you about why I'm interested in Paul's Hand. Yeah.
So you're hanging out at the graveyard while Scabbard does his religion checks.
How many did you want?
4. You guys stopped along the way to go hunt, because he's with you. So, what do you do, Mongoose? Now that you actually know about Paw's End.
You know, I'll be honest. I was kind of planning on overthrowing the damn thing. Now I don't know.
Pretty cool place.
I mean, like, legit, the more we get into this adventure lifestyle, the more I was kind of figuring at some point in time, we're probably going to wind up toppling like an empire or a small country or something. Work our way up to toppling a very specific empire.
Few very specific.
Well, we're liberating one, that's ours, and then toppling the
Hey.
other.
So, what are you doing?
Since it's after dinner,
And you're so full.
and I'm so full, I'm not eating anymore.
Ace gently pokes your stomach.
Stop it.
Okay.
I'll probably start working on
Natural 20, 24, 23, and 18.
probably start working on getting some like creative being whatever sort of ideas. Get them up to go decide.
Yeah. You're probably now contemplating, like, what do I do now? Shit.
Pretty
Yeah,
sure.
I figured I was gonna have to start a revolution. I'm planning on what that would come to that. You don't fucking know anymore.
I'm pretty sure my focus. Probably would definitely take a look at identifying what change this environment.
I understand can
Fantastic.
change his metal.
Probably. I don't know.
Yeah. Identify.
Yeah. Okay.
And tinkering.
Okay.
So as you're doing this, you're doing the religion check. You see that you instantly feel yourself go cold because it's an instant reminder of a certain thing that you had agreed to. You see that ghostly figure standing in the graveyard, the one that Osling introduced you to. And as you look over at Cayenne and look back at it, it's gone, as if it's just allowing you to sanctify the graveyard.
Wouldn't want to upset this thing by having the graves desecrated, so let's make sure this is done right.
Yeah, you hear Scab talking to himself as Red and Blue are poking around.
Huh? Did you say something, Kyan?
They both come up at the same time and they just pull a worm in half.
Did they just do the bird version of Lady and the Tramp?
Damn you. What?
Yeah. So what'd you get?
Modified 20 on Tinkerin and a 18.
I figure you were using a spell. Yeah,
So
okay,
I
yeah.
guess the spell.
You're sitting there, you're examining Snake Chain, and you're just like, your jaw drops a little bit as you search through a bunch of samples of metal you have, and you check them and you examine it. You realize that Snake Chain is actually made out of electrum.
Electrum?
Yeah.
Shit.
What does that mean again? You did stick right in.
It's the metal that actually grows off of wild magic ley lines.
Oh. Cool. So he's not affected by wild magic.
He is wild
Sure.
magic.
Okay. Like, so you want some rock iron on you so you can help fight Fake?
Doesn't even respond.
Alright.
Where are you going, Mongo?
I don't know. I'm just a little lost right now. It's probably just wandering around and
Maybe share your findings with
people. I do have an idea, but I need to talk to Mongo about the thing.
You know where Nikolai is.
Yeah, but Mongo hasn't gotten the
Yeah,
idea.
yeah.
Yeah, eventually he'll probably wind up back in the room. Talk to Coin.
Yeah, Coin looks at you as you come in, and she just raised an eyebrow. That's got your tongue?
I'm sure there's a
go over, give her a kiss with a tongue, and you can say, "Now she."
Well, I just talked to Noodle's friend.
Okay.
Yeah,
Leaf's brother.
yeah. Just talked to Leaf's friend.
Like
The ghost in a box.
indentured servant.
A what?
Yeah, Leaf has this compass that basically kind of mix it around like a Rubik's Cube.
Sounds like a useless compass.
And out pops a ghost that he bested in battle because he stabbed the poor guy 162 times.
Excessive?
Didn't she say 62 times?
162.
She
Yes.
said 62.
162 times.
Is Mongo exaggerating? They exaggerate.
And, yeah, you look perplexed there.
So now the ghost is in Leaf's service.
Oh. Well,
And yeah, the ghost kind of told me all about Paul's End.
alright.
And proceeding
Yeah.
telling her.
She's just sitting there on the bed with you. The moonlight coming in. Listening.
Yeah, and after I get through all of it, it's like I assumed that it was run like a normal place, standard basic hierarchy, and I was planning on going in and forcing a management change. Don't know anymore because of how it's run.
I mean,
Kind of seems like whoever's currently in charge, it's a limited time only until somebody else decides they can do it better, and then it just changes. Sometimes it's a little less violent, sometimes it's, well, you know.
since my family is dead and my claim to whatever is dead, I'm just point.
If you want it, I will get it.
What's the points?
To make you happy.
I'm here, I'm with you, I'm... Okay, I'm not drunk. I'm not even buzzed. So, I'm content. For once, you look like you can actually cross something off that list. He holds the list up for you.
True. You know, you are one person I will do literally anything to make happy.
I know. And likewise.
Keeping you happy is the only way to keep it.
Look, even if you do terrible things, I will figure out a way to stay by your side.
You got the chick and the okay to be evil.
You found your ride or die companion.
You don't have to worry about losing the girl if you want to be evil.
Oh, I'm going to throw out a reference there that Manny's going to get instantly. Look, if we have to ride into some, noble tower and then blow it up because they're terrible people, then so be it.
I'll be entirely honest, I kind of figured it's going to happen eventually.
Nice.
The more we keep finding about a very specific, short-tempered empire, the more I kind of feel that eventually we're going to deal with them.
I mean,
I already have an idea.
we should take a vacation to pause it and just see how rowdy it actually is.
True. True.
It seems like bar fights are encouraged there. Oh my god, I bet Damiano has a fucking entire place there.
Oh, really?
Sure, Garrick has a place there.
Possibly. I've
So,
always wanted to be around
you sanctify the place.
village.
Get that terrifying visage of like,
Hopefully I appeased it.
In fact, I might do that.
And
actually.
yeah,
You guys head out for the hunt.
just follow behind Cayenne.
Be like a former pirate and be a pirate. That's my character. Is or wasn't.
As you're going along through the farmlands, do I nature, Cayenne?
Trying to acquire.
You pause for a moment as Boo stops and they look across and they're looking at one of the farm's essentially barns, and you can see faintly that they probably see clearly a pig, and you can see a little bit of drool coming out of there.
Yeah, trying to get a fucking crew together.
It looks over at you like a butt. The drool drips. They both look at Scav.
Yeah. Said tastier.
I don't think so.
He's gonna fight if he has to.
I don't think so, you two. That's a fight you do not want.
That would be really fucking interesting because the way you roll and the way she rolls.
She'd have 2 rolls on you.
That was back-to-back natural 20s if we had to do initiative.
If we had to. Oh, that's not too good. That's an 8 on the initiative.
Oh,
Not
no.
even 11
You attack
initiative.
before you can do anything.
Yeah?
It's not gonna look good for Scab.
Oh,
Hmm. And they just immediately.
Gone.
It looks like 2 like turkeys essentially running chickens.
I think someone's gonna lose a cow.
Hopefully, if they do find another cow, it won't be the
Do a
town
nature.
hero.
You can do a nature as well.
well, what do you know? Natural 20.
Nice. You manage to keep up with Red and Blue, and you have to grab onto Cayenne's harness and probably ask her permission to get up on her because they're moving quicker than your little self can do.
Wait. Oh, wait. I have an idea.
Huh.
Where is it at?
Do you do the stupidest thing ever? Climb up on Cayenne and smack her on the ass?
No.
No, he's gonna get the pony up.
Yep. He's gonna say go.
Where are you?
That's essentially what I had pictured them running away like.
Yeah. Say go.
I'm
You said
pull
go.
out
I go.
Spare. Set Spare down. I'll catch up in a bit. I need to practice this anyways.
Yeah. I was
Hop
gonna
on
say,
Spare.
You learn how to use
Give
Spare
a
properly.
pet. All right, Spare. Alley-oop.
And Spare takes off, and you just hear behind you.
You see this kobold flopping in the wind.
I need to roll a dexterity.
Oh, I don't
No.
think it matters.
My only question is when he gets on starts going, does he kind of?
You see him being dragged, and occasionally you're just being kicked by hooves as the Spare is running, and their tongue is just flopping out the side of their mouth.
Shh.
Do a dex.
Oh, you know what the funny thing about that is? Since I'd be coming by you, you get a +3 to that.
And,
So you're
you reach down and you miss, and as Spare goes past you with Scabbard underneath getting smacked around by hooves and harness and everything else, you hear, yeah.
And right behind that,
I'm just seeing Men in Tights right now. I'm just thinking that part of Men in Tights. Where they, Robin Hood finally meets the Prince of Rottingham, and he cuts part of the saddle, and the guy's
Yeah.
such a
Oh, I
great
saw a
guy.
video, Cayenne, where the rider, she got fucked off because it missed the jump, and she landed face first into a giant puddle of water and mud.
You know, Cheddar, you
It was
are
like-
on camera.
Oh,
You do me this in further.
you don't care.
ow. So eventually you hear something off, Spare comes to a stop, and you just go tumbling past Spare onto the ground like full spread eagle, and Cayenne probably comes up next to you. And you hear off in the woods, like, these sounds that you've never heard. They're like ungodly sounds going on in the forest. You're like, what is that?
Okay. We gotta work on that spare.
Spare's like, goat?
Stay.
And they're just kind of prancing in place.
Calm.
And Cayenne just comes walking up.
What was that?
Yeah, they're excited tippy taps of hooves. Oh, do a nature.
Does this sound like anything we've heard before?
It sounds like a bear in distress.
You did tell them to go after the biggest, baddest thing out there.
What kind of bear?
They'll find out.
You gotta
You'll
find
find
out.
out.
Considering past history, I think this is a very important question.
If I see Cayenne drawing her weapon, I'm drawing my blade.
I can just take Spare. There's a penny pony, right?
Yeah.
I can just see Spare constantly doing like a prancing pony kind of thing. It's like
Just
stop
going
moving.
around.
Just can't stop
Boing,
moving.
boing, boing,
It's the
boing,
perfect
Spare.
boing, boing.
Follow carefully.
And they're walking up so close behind you, their head is pressed against between your shoulder blades. You hear them breathing.
Back just a bit, about like a foot back. Follow close, but not too close.
They back off a little bit.
Actually, that's a really good idea, Cayenne. Go over. I'm back up onto the saddle. Spare.
Go. Go.
Follow Cayenne.
They look around, like, wondering what the hell a Cayenne is.
Follow. And I point to Cayenne. Follow Cayenne.
And then you have, like, this tiny little pony that's uncomfortably close behind you.
Oh my god.
So this is just the perfect amount of humanity.
Just a tiny little pony. Yeah,
Sorry, Cayenne. Still working with this one.
How close is the pony? How close is Gav's face to, Gale walking around?
it's pretty fucking close.
I'm gonna have Spare back up. You're too close.
Spare stops, and you hear behind you, Cayenne. You hear Spare going, beep! Backing up! Backing up!
Spare, stop.
You said back up!
Yes, that was my fault. Back up quietly.
Get up! Shh! Quiet! Backing up!
Give her a pat on the head. Good.
You love playing at chaos.
And follow Cayenne, but not too close. Stay this distance.
Oh, I gotta roll and see if this actually what comes of this. Oh my god. So as you guys get closer to the chaos, Spare gets on the ground. It's just like it's sneaking along on their like
Like little like
yeah, like
movements.
almost like dog crawling into a shrubbery.
You know what? I'm not gonna fault them for this because they have much to learn, and I have to learn how to deal with them too. So.
It's like, what the fuck?
The most chaotic little sentient rideable pony horse.
And you hear
thing that
from
needs work.
Spare as they sneak into the bush. Secret agent horse. Secret agent horse.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh yeah, I got a tear in my eye.
You're like, fuck.
Spare? Shh. Too loud.
And as you guys get closer, you hear the noise and a rough clearing, and you see a tree and a bunch of snow falls off of it and leaves come off of it and a few dead branches. As you get into this area, and you see Red and Boo are both fighting this massive, almost like dire grizzly bear. That happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong fucking time.
Can we see branches falling down from
All of a
above?
sudden, he's being attacked
Yeah.
by these raptor.
I'm gonna look up and see what the hell's causing those to fall.
Murder chicken.
Okay.
Perception or investigation or
Perception. And you see the bear grab Boo by the neck and just slam him down onto the ground, and they immediately get up and start going for the face.
25.
It was Red making an impact into the tree by the bear. And as the bear is distracted with Boo, Red sneaks up, and you see it just jump on the bear, and then you just see it biting, and then it just shoves its entire head inside, and you can hear like meat being torn from the inside out. As the bear just tries to get this fucking thing off of it, as it hits the ground, coming to its death. And you hear a loud crunch as they find the spine and bite it in half.
Oh God!
Nice. Vicious fucking birds.
And you're just seeing this beautiful powdery clearing is now just littered with blood everywhere.
Guts.
Yeah, it's true.
And also made a very old school treat of just frozen blood.
You're
And
not
y'all
wrong.
make fun of Mongo for having a fucking fear of birds. This is why.
Blood sickles. I'm pretty sure any
The birds look rough for wear because of the combat they were just in, and you're just kind of looking around like, again?
Okay, Anne, if I may, I can patch him up a bit.
Okay with them.
Do a nature to harvest stuff from them. But holy holy shit, this is a mess.
Nature, not survival.
Yeah, it would be survival, sorry. Yeah. And Spare is just prancing around the death scene. Oh, nice.
It happens.
All right.
Yeah. Are they look beat up a bit?
Oh, yeah, they look like they just been in some.
Something went through a tree.
Yeah, Kaya, up to you. You need your permission. They're your birds. Okay. Red, blue. Come here for a moment. Let me take
Animal
a look
handling.
at you two.
Animal handling.
Animal handling.
You know, it just popped into my head. Well, there you go. You can haul it back and provide plenty meat to everyone.
That is a 15.
15.
And let's haul him over so I could take a look and see how bad things are.
Spare comes over to you, Kyan. What you doing? This horse has hands. What are hands?
This horse has hands.
It talks too. I don't know what that is, but it sounds amazing. They stand proudly. I am harvesting too. Speed. I am harvesting speed.
So that is
Speed or
that is 16 points.
just wondering, does Spare like dressed in red with maybe like a little yellow lightning bolt or something?
16 points of healing to the two of them. And I'm gonna go ahead and use Lay on Hands as well. 5 points to each of them to get rid of whatever diseases they may have got from the grizzly bear, because we all know those things have some fucking terrible diseases. But yeah, patching them up.
So you're able to harvest enough iron. You've got enough just raw iron laying around.
Okay.
It's easy enough.
So I'll set some aside that'll be enough to kill the as start with damage. But I'm gonna see if I can figure out a way to remove at least temporarily.
Okay.
Think maybe she's metal might work. Break the bond.
Do a tinkering.
We'd be reaching
Be a modified one.
ludicrous speeds.
Infusing the
The rock
Who's got the best healing?
into
into nature.
it wouldn't be possible because of the magical nature of snake chain. But you can find like something sticky, like oil or something, and just coat
Coat it,
them.
yeah, but I was also thinking, what about potentially weaving like a wrought iron cable through?
It could inhibit what snake chain could do.
What about crafting of wrought iron thread?
It could still inhibit because of the design of snake chain. It's very intricate, so
No, okay. Not just simple chain.
no.
Well, you know what I was gonna do? You might be able to do that. Iron dust into water and just rub it over them.
So, as you work on the projects that you work on, figuring out ideas, you guys head to the farmlands, drop off care packages for everybody throughout the night, and you eventually fall asleep with Coin. You go back home to Kippa, battered and bruised from Spare. Fuck.
Long story short, the little horse still needs a lot of training.
And Cayenne, you're able to return back home with Bloomion. And so the next morning comes, you guys are getting up, going about your usual business. And you guys decide to meet up in the marketplace for breakfast to discuss things that need to be done. And you see you spot something that you're like, oh shit. It just makes your jaw drop. You see one of the warships actually docking above you.
Oh.
And you see a few wizards actually using spells because chunks of it are falling off. The armor and a whole are just completely battered.
Oh shit.
Like, one of the, it's just in terrible fucking shape. Like, it's been in heavy combat.
He is.
Like, wow. Like, it lived back to docks, essentially.
There you go.
And you see where Nikolai's looking, and you guys look up, and you see this, and you're like, oh, shit.
We recognize what kind of damage did this?
It's all sorts. It's physical, magic. Like, you can, if you do a tinkering, you might be able to spot something in play.
I was going to say, do an investigation of some sort. 22.
You examine it, and you take it. You're just kind of like putting the knowledge you have together. You can see that the ship has been essentially mended on the fly from splitting in half. That it was on the verge of just breaking in half.
Hey. Hey. Crazy. Like, something, like, broke that ship in half. This is one of the large ships?
This is one of the warships. Not a merchant ship, not a travel ship. This is a warship.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be there for a while when we're done with this quest. I'll go see what to assist to repair.
And you guys follow his gaze like, holy shit.
Don't rip that ship out. That's big.
And Lumion kind of walked up with Cayenne, and he's like, he looks up. Huh. Interesting.
Really want to know what did that.
He's like, per Cayenne's request, I have brought a few things to assist you. And he sets something down on the table, and he unwraps it and reaches over and gently pushes you away from the table, Cayenne, like pushes on your belly to push you away a little bit. And what you see is essentially a heavy crossbow that's like mechanical in nature, like a tinker created it. And you see pure wrought iron bolts,
Shit.
arrows that it fires.
All right.
Did you know how to use crossbows?
Right?
And yeah, the tips of it are designed like shark teeth.
Nice.
Hopefully, we won't have to use it.
Okay, so this is going to be somebody heavy.
This particular item is used to hunt bay.
Oh, by the way, I go to my bag of holding and I give you a big old bag of wrought iron shape or dust.
Iron dust.
And then he turns around to you, Cayenne, and he pulls something out of one of his pockets, and then puts a necklace around your neck, and you can just feel it on your neck. And that will make you immune to iron for a while.
That would be very handy.
Indeed, it would.
Well, I have to protect my interest.
Understandably so.
Of course.
There's a question I want to ask you. I never get to actually think of it.
Hey, Scav, do you need all of that?
The iron dust?
Yeah.
Not all of it. No.
It was enough to coat like 6.
Not looking to coat, more mix in. Got an idea.
Sure.
You know those little goo bombs, those sticky grenades that I make? Throw some of that in there.
Hey, how sticky is that stuff? And how long does it last?
Lasts for a little bit. Not as long as I'd like. I'm still working on that part.
Lumion turns to you, Cayenne. I have business to attend to, so I have to leave. Good luck with your hunt.
Sadly, it breaks down after a little while.
How long?
The auction that we discussed. He gently headbutts you and gives you a kiss and a hug and heads off.
I was trying to figure out how to get some wrought iron snake.
Yeah, you're probably just staring. I'm guessing you're staring at this bow on the table that is
I may be able to help with that.
pretty cruel in nature.
Oil plus a little bit of iron dust could work. It wouldn't inhibit his ability to move. In fact, it might help.
Yeah. But might also create a slippery situation where you can't grab
Yeah.
onto it.
Yeah, I could
Truly.
imagine. It's literally a Fey hunting weapon.
Work on it all night. Couldn't figure out anything to other than wood. So I was wondering about your sticky stuff.
I may have another idea if I
Okay.
can get a hold of the right spell.
Okay.
Let me see if I can track it down
What
first.
spell are you looking for?
Alter self.
Alter self?
Mm-hmm. Make a potion of alter self, give it to Snake Chain, see if it can turn into iron.
Huh. The other thing I was thinking, I was thinking of visiting also if they had potions for sale that I could use.
Are you gonna roll the weapon back up and put it away? Put it away.
Yes, and I'm gonna go ahead and take half of that iron dust so that way Mongo has some to work with for his idea. I'm gonna hold on to the other half for now. I'm gonna look to Cayenne. Hopefully we won't have to use any of this, because I really do think your idea is probably the best course of action.
Which idea?
Well, according to what Cayenne said, we may be able to avoid the entire altercation altogether. I'll let her explain better because that's her area of expertise. Dryad.
And they're also druid.
Dryad druid. It's
Them.
Which is
Yep.
Which is why I was thinking of utilizing Snake Chain's ability in the form of wrought iron to basically put this dryad in a flexible cage that they can't break out.
The
Got any more holy water?
the server
I
who buy and
do.
sends down each of your guys'
Can I
meal.
get
You're
some?
probably still a little full.
Absolutely.
I
your vial?
Yeah.
Literally just politely did
It's
it.
it's essentially a bagel, been toasted, everything bagel, and there's like some sort of like onion,
it's really used a lot of that. Yeah.
pepper, veggie mix, like cheese on it, and like a nice little piece of sausage, and it's served with a side of like sausage, really thick, hearty sausage gravy that you can just dip it in.
Just because I want to see what
That
Diane
just sounds like
and
such a fucking
Monica's
amazing.
reactions are.
And
I'm thinking about going to a whole one. Do I want to go with
And a
you?
nice thick meat.
Dude, like some of those.
I just
breakfast
made
sandwiches,
Cayenne hungry.
Fucking thing of
Yeah, hand you a vial of holy water, and
beauty. The amount that he handed me, would I be able to make 2 of my sticky bombs with the holy water?
High or low? Yes.
Okay, that'll do.
That'll do.
Gotta see about a spell. From what I've read, it's not the highest level, so I don't know.
That's why I understand.
Hello.
do you think we
Mr.
could do it, Cayenne? Do you think we could actually purify this thing? Yeah. It is a dryad. It is nature. There's a chance, however, that if there is connections to Tiamat because of all of this, there may be some infernal energies there too. I'll look into the temple. I still have to turn in some things and see if they know anything about anything that could help with this.
What things?
If it is infernal related.
But what are you turning in?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. it seems our little particular birdie friend of the violet variety is a bit of a kleptomaniac.
Purple's fucking stealing shit too. What the fuck did he take?
Well, he's. I had to
You
sanctify.
hear Osling go, what?
The fuck?
Yes.
Osling's like, hold on. You went to a graveyard.
Yes, Purple was digging up graves. So I went to the grounds to re-sanctify the grounds to make sure that nothing is upset or comes out of said graves.
She reaches over and takes your sandwich. Mine now.
That's fair. I saw your weird friend thing there as well.
The first time you guys are hearing about this.
Friend thing.
I don't know what it is. All I know is that whatever I did might have made it happy. I don't know. But essentially, the grounds have been sanctified. The dead now are once again put to rest and are at ease. And we need to figure out how to keep Purple from doing stuff like this again, because as far as I'm aware, according to what Cayenne said, is not supposed to be able to get out of the atrium, but somehow it is getting out of the atrium and stealing shit and raiding graves.
Like, what all has he taken other than body parts from graves?
I shake the bag. These are a bunch of holy symbols that I have to take to the temple to make sure no
And
gods
a
get pissed off
wizard
at Purple.
book. You do realize
I'm
what Mongo is,
still getting to stuff. Also took a bunch of
Metagamey over there.
trinkets and baubles, a wizard's book,
right?
and
Fucking what?
a wizard's book. Yes, you heard me correctly.
Yeah.
I believe a entry level wizard's book.
You're like, put some poor fucking student glad their book stolen.
Anyways, I get this stuff to the temple. They can locate things back, but I figured you might want the book, so hand the book to you. Because you have connections to schools of magic and stuff. You can get that book back to whoever it belongs to. If
Does he
Purple,
realize what I fucking do?
Look what I captured.
you get that book back to whoever it
You
belongs
found a
to,
pal.
assuming Purple didn't eat them. Because
That is the fucking case.
Hi, Anne. Sister,
A judge from the wizard school.
you
may be
have
here for
an
different reasons
agreement
as well.
regarding Pepper.
They gonna put a bird on you.
Mongo's gonna fucking throw the book at him.
Well, I don't mean to intrude here. Now that I had to visit a graveyard today. I guess you could take Purple with you. Also, Red and Blue seem in very high spirits today. She pauses. Ah,
they had
How
quite.
eventful was your evening? We had dumplings and all of a sudden adventures.
They got kind of banged up.
The face palming over there from Nikolai.
I'm also thinking, is there something I think Nick let want to do back in the next time you got there?
To be fair, you did tell them to go look for the biggest and baddest thing out there for you.
There's no head out.
Or something useful. That is true, but you did tell them to go and find something that's useful. A bigger prey. And they sure did find a bigger prey.
A couple of things actually. If I can turn it into a potion, might be able to give it to yeah, and Snake Chain might be able to change his form to a bit more iron. Like
Or travelers.
I don't know if I'd be allowed to do that.
You're probably about half a mile out from the farmlands. So that's, yeah.
You know what? Do you happen to have like a vial of that blood or something with you? Of the dire grizzly bear.
It would have like iron fangs or horns. Spines, but
Do you mind if I collect some for a moment?
Oh, hi, Ann. And she's taking a bite of scabbard sandwich. Kimba needed you to be a liaison for a group. Apparently, she looks over at you. You were supposed to tell her that yesterday?
About what? Oh, yes. I did.
No, you didn't. You
yeah,
never told
I
her.
remember that.
I could have sworn that I did.
I could have sworn like last game.
No.
It was like, oh, Kipper wants me to talk to you.
Yeah, I did.
No, you said that during the recap. You never actually told her that it was needed.
I was pretty damn sure, but okay.
2 hours from now.
Will it go when you get back?
Rella in a couple hours, I
Mhm.
guess.
You can let her know that you're going to Arella. That way, it cuts out all of the middleman of having to get it approved.
I'm very sorry. I thought I told you about this. This is on me.
I have to be going. Well, you have a delicious sandwich in front of you.
Only when I could just magically clean it up real quick.
Wait, before you do you mind if I collect some of that blood? There may have been a contract at the Hunters Guild for this bear if it was causing trouble, and we'll need proof for it.
Well, you have the pelt back at the house, but you do have some of the meat and some of the actual, like, in googly bits.
The awful.
She hands over a bag of intestines.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
that works
bag
too.
full of guts.
Okay. I'll
Wait.
make sure that the guildmaster gets this, and yeah.
Goblins would love that for stews.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Well,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yep.
I have some work to do. I'll go first, head to the temple.
Go to the temple with bad
Right, I'll go to the Hunter Guild first, head to the temple, and get to work on seeing about making some sanctified weapons in case we need them, but hopefully we won't. In the meantime, You two, good luck in Orella. And good luck with your meeting with Kippa. Try not to blow yourself up, bud. Just messing with you. You take care. I'll see you all later. And I'm gonna head to the Hunters Guild.
Yeah. Actually knock that out real quick. You get to the Hunter's Guild and there's a gnome there and they're working on some sort of beastly kind of contraption.
Speak with them for a moment after I give a little knock. Hello.
Oh. They kind of take off their goggles. Oh. Hello.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm great. I've had a breakthrough.
Yes?
They hold up like this weird looking contraption. I call it a Mark 47/2.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I just don't know how to simplify it for a kobold.
You can use regular words. Believe it or not, I can understand quite well.
Oh, you actually have an education. Small, but it'll do. It takes these and holds up basically like spears. And you turn the crank and it loads a new one and it fires.
I had something exactly like that, but it broke. Which you still fucking owe me for, bud. But you know what? It's fair because I consider that more than appropriate considering what happened to Book and a certain Loxodon.
So they don't have it loaded and you're like, yeah, you turn the crank and you hear it making the classic sound of a jack-in-the-box as they're turning it.
Yes!
How? You never used it.
What, the Mad Jolt?
Yeah.
I use that thing a lot.
You did, I didn't.
It was used one time and it was attached to the cart, and Mongo blew it up.
It was used more than once. We actually used it in the
remember
battle with
blowing
the.
up-
Yet nobody
Yeah.
remembers the cow.
Oh, the cow was gone down in fucking infamy.
That cow was loved. Anyway, what brings you into the Hunter's Guild?
That is incredible. And yes,
I'm
but
looking at the next upgrade already, making it belt fed.
question for you. Was there or is there still currently a contract out for a dire bear causing trouble near the town?
High or low?
Let's go high.
Okay, they get up and they go over and they're looking at through the contracts. They can actually handle the contracts, so they're just like,
I
Yeah.
figure as much. They are a guild member. So.
yes. Old Dadger, as they call them.
Yeah, it's kind of fuzzy.
Believe may have inadvertently
So, unless I
already
need
taken
your
care of
mouse
that.
mic videos
Do you have proof of
and
it?
glue up the cart.
Show up the stuff.
That's right.
No.
But
I've
I
figured
will
out
take
what-
this and get it verified.
All smiley was fucking with my head.
And if not,
Showed everybody leaving, didn't phase him, but then he showed an autopsy of Noodle and I lost it. It torch his ass through the cart.
yeah, a couple of our.
You heard the door close.
Oh, they already left?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, I'll just go ahead and take a look at the board while we're here. I'm not touching anything. See what jobs are available.
Investigation.
Yeah, we do.
Red bats, yeah.
The dread bats.
22.
Might be a thing that we do when we take. And
You see a weird thing on the board that kind of gets your curiosity. That you don't know how to take it. But apparently, towards the post, they've opened a new spot that's offset from the post. And you see the words that strike sheer terror into your soul. Klipsch Royal Rumble.
Eclipse Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
What?
You're going to
And there's a betting pool for it.
fight clip fighting.
Those little fucking football things?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it a contract or is it just like a little like
Show.
advertisement?
it's an advertisement.
Land piranhas.
I can just see.
Fuzzy
it going-
footballs of teeth.
I can see it just going wrong with like somebody bringing their fighting clip to their ring to the rumble, and somehow a bunch of them getting loose, and now I'm thinking just balls of like critters just around terrorizing.
You know how bad of an idea this is, and you're just like, oh my
Oh no,
god.
I'm
This
surprised we didn't
is-
fucking adopt one.
An absolute disaster waiting to happen.
Yeah.
While waiting for this gnome, I'm gonna get to work on making my little project. We use anointment oil, holy water, and iron dust, and basically make an infused concoction.
Okay, and then what are you doing with that?
Why would you use water with wrought iron? It's just going to turn it into rust, which is just carbon.
Iron dust, but with oil.
And what are you doing with this?
I'm gonna go ahead and basically just do a little bit of an experiment here, see if it actually works. I'm gonna take one of my arrows and dip it in and see if it actually like properly coats and sticks to the arrow.
Do a tinkering? Just read the number. Where are you off?
I think we were off to the bottom wall.
Okay.
As a 14.
That's right, I can hit the long rest button. This is the next day.
That's right.
Yeah, everybody can hit the long rest button if you have to.
Yeah, I have to.
I have to. I use the spells.
It doesn't coat because it's a water type substance.
Okay.
I got done. It's 17.
We'll go ahead and use the anointment oil by itself then, without the holy water. Another tinkering?
Religion.
Religion. Thought that was a 1 for a second. It's not. All right. That is a 13.
13, same result.
Okay. Go ahead and workshop this a bit. Let's try slightly less iron dust. A couple of drops of water into the oil itself. And this time, I'm gonna go ahead and with some of my tools from the alms box, I'm gonna take one of these bones that I have. Where's it at?
So Cayenne, you're getting ready to go deal with a meeting that you're now aware of.
I have some draconic bones as a spell component.
I mean, if you want to jam like that, you can jam like that. Well, you probably took a bath, so you're just in your normal garb, minus gore.
Crush it down into a dust, mix it in so that way it's a little bit more of like a paste this time. And put a blessing of Bahamut on it. See if this works.
Religion at disadvantage.
Disadvantage, you said?
He's paranoid. It's still kind of laid out in you and Lumion's place in your ritual room, essentially. You haven't got to fully cleaning it yet because you're like, I'm tired. I'm going to bed.
15.
15. It doesn't take.
All right. So much for that idea, but dust might still be useful for now. This is unfortunately a failed experiment.
Do a tinkering with disadvantage.
Damn it.
Yeah.
All right, that's a 14.
14. You're sitting there and you're looking at the bone in your hand. It's like a femur bone. And you get almost like a light bulb above your head. You're like, I can put the dust in here and mix it with some gunpowder. Create basically a pipe bomb out of the bone.
Oh my god.
Huh. That could work.
I told him to take a
Gunpowder, yeah.
for nickel.
I'll need
What was
Nikolai's
the
help.
deal that we had to consider?
Actually, don't trust you.
The gnome comes back and your reward. Any casualties by any chance?
None, actually. Just the bear itself.
Okay. They do a few things and they reach over and they hand you 18 platinum.
Holy shit, okay. And also, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the bag of the bear meat as well. My companion that was there with us that had this also wanted to give this to the guildmaster as well as a gift.
Oh.
I hand it over.
They take it and they're like, okay, I will get this to the guildmaster. You have a good day.
I wish you a great day as well. Also, one more thing. Two things actually.
Now it's three. Now it's going to be four.
That object that you're working on, that weapon, I had something extremely similar to it.
That's adorable. Kobold's actually thinking they could tinker.
I actually may still have the parts to that, if you would like them. I can't fix it myself, and I don't have the time to do
They
so.
reach out and they pat you on the shoulder. That's because you're a kobold and you don't have the superiority as gnomes do.
I will admit, the things that gnomes create are elegant and really impressive. Not always 100% productive, but still works really well. And it's well known.
Gnomes gonna
It's
test their new iteration of this.
Yeah.
Gatterbird's gonna get more holy.
it is well known. Gnomes make really beautiful looking things that don't always work, whereas goblins and kobolds, they make things that work 100% of the time.
You don't know that for sure here, bud.
But usually have casualties.
You don't know that for sure here.
But I will say that is incredibly impressive, and I would love to see the finished product. And also, that right there is an absolutely terrible idea. And I point to the advertisement. Clips Royal Rumble? Those things are terrifying.
What's a clip?
You don't know what a clip is?
No.
I begin to describe everything that I know about them and how they're basically massive, like groups of land piranhas that are extremely
Yeah,
flammable.
You guys head off to the hole in the wall.
Mhm.
Likely. Those nightmare field things. Cayenne, you get dressed. You head into the meeting room. Kippa is there speaking to an elf. It's some sort of elvish dialogue you don't understand. Kippa looks over at you and she's like, you're going to be the liaison between us and them. They refuse to actually speak any sort of bargain with me since I am not a druid. They only will speak deals with druids. And the elf looks across at you. And you can see that they have long, pointed ears and they're slightly tan, and their hair's done in braids. You can see like little trinkets from various hunts and stuff. And you can see that this particular elf, along the ear, they have slits taken out of their ears as what appears to be some sort of ritualistic marking.
Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. And you can see the wisdom in this elf as they look across at you. And you're like, you vouch for this one? And you only speak the truth of the tongue. People speak of you as a soon-to-be archdruid. This is truth. Your mother tried to bargain with our people to make peace by killing our clan leader. You... Time will be a judge of you, and nature will judge you in the end. But we're here to bargain peace and to offer what we can to assist you in your cause. In exchange, that when you become your rightful position as the head druid, the archdruid of druids, that you will bless our people. Where do you see yourself going as an archdruid? Do you approach each challenge with a strong face, broad shoulders, or do you cower like some child? Is nature always first, or do people come first at times? So you strive to have balance between people and nature.
I'll be petted before
They stand up from the table. And they pull out a dagger and they lay it on the table where they were sitting facing you. And they bow gently and just simply walk out. And the door closes and Kippa looks over. Oh boy. That didn't go terribly. This is one of their customs. It means that they're going to think about it for 24 hours, and if they don't join us, they're going to drive that blade into your heart. If not, they will offer it as a gift.
Alrighty then.
It is a threat and a promise all in one. Look, they came to us because they heard about you as part of my troop, and this is the best I can do to get you ready on such short notice. You'll find the right path forward, and I don't think you're going to get stabbed in the heart. I mean, they could try. I mean, they are the clan leader. So, that would be interesting politics to deal with. And I'm not looking forward to dealing with the cleanup of that mess. They essentially speak for a lot of the major wood elf. If they say no, you have no peace in the forest where there are wood elves.
Well, that's not good.
If they say yes, then you can walk among those forests without much issue. So let's hope they say yes. Yeah, we're kind of fighting a really large-scale war, and we can use the allies. Speaking of things that I don't share with you because this isn't your business, because you need as less stress as possible, because you're essentially a strike team for me, is the war in Essencrest is driving allies to us. I don't have to do anything, but the influence of that dragon is starting to seep out into the world and drive people to us, but on the other side, it's also driving enemies to us. A tyrannical dragon that is issuing bounties on this thing. Yeah.
I'm important.
And Sir Mira, he's just kind of standing there. He sits down finally. Nope, I don't want to hear it. Nope, nope, mm-mm. Take your dagger, get out. So you're able to collect the dagger and take it with you to find out what will happen tomorrow, or within 24 hours. And the dagger itself is absolutely beautiful, especially to a druid. The blade itself is not pristine in nature. You can see tiny little cuts in it. If you want, you can do a survival to try and understand it. You guys enter the hole in the wall, and Corin has a line. Scared for your life.
Less swishable.
What dice do you have on?
I think they cheer every time you roll a nat 20, no matter what you've got on.
No, not all of them.
The mimic ones they got.
The rhyme ones, they create an entire blizzard.
So you examine the dagger as you walk out, and you can tell that each of the notches is for every single kill this dagger has caused.
Your blade becomes serrated as you take off your kills.
But once you get to a certain point,
Yeah.
you have to make the dagger magically grow so you can keep doing that. Eventually it turns into a fucking sword.
Get another one?
Yeah, it's a crazy path. So you get into the Reach-a-Majig. You head in, and Corn looks past the people behind. She's like,
Hands in pockets.
I don't see your centaur sister around to volley you with her feet today.
Which one?
Yeah, this place is getting more dangerous. Why I'm in my I'm less squishy that way.
And you hear her sister, and I thought Scabbard was the only one that didn't pay attention.
It was one of my steps, like an inch, like barely more than leaning over.
That was an inch too far, Nikolai.
Yeah, not happening again. Unless you got giant ones in here.
And you see this, you see a wizard ahead of you. Their robes are just made of like interlinked iron
Oh, nice.
and metals, and you can see their hat, and you can see smoke coming out of the tip of their hat.
Are they Warforged?
Yes.
So she has a queue right now.
Yeah.
Hey, she mind standing in queue? Look her up.
You can't do that. You physically yourself has to stand in queue. You can't hold the sword.
Oh,
It's a Warforged wizard.
okay.
Yeah, once they're done with their business, I'll wait, see if I can chat to them.
Yeah, he starts heading out, and he's got like a little bag.
Just kind of like wave and say hi. Find something good.
Opens the bag, takes out just what looks like a simple piece of chocolate. I am so excited. Puts it back in the bag. Puts it back up.
Smells wonderful.
You're a short feeling folk.
Munchkin's back, so yes.
Munchkin feeling.
And Warforged items. Opportunity, yes.
Yes.
Manga.
Designation blip.
Blip.
Blip. It was the first sound that I made.
Oh.
One that goes flashbang and the other one that wiggles fingers.
Wow, that just sounds like a very bad porn.
You know, my friends also has that name as well. Right, fellow.
I specialize in. You hear like a booming voice, fireball. Almost like an announcer in an arena.
Those are fun, I'm not going to lie. I have a wand that can help out with that.
I have 10 of them.
Surprisingly handy, aren't they?
Well, my calculations state the more fireballs there are, the fewer options the enemy has for survival. So if you launch 10 of them at once, their odds of survival dwindle significantly.
You know?
I
Does seem to add up.
once had this mouse that would not stop pestering me during my studies. Oh, hello, Warforged.
Mouse.
He's one of the nice ones.
Looks over at you.
Study's very hard.
Does he chew on your scrolls?
He did.
Never.
Once.
Looks back at you very judgmentally. The burning red eyes.
Precisely one
Never
time.
happened.
And he never did it again.
Just like the one time he tried to eat me.
Oh my god, are you ever gonna get over that?
No.
Pulls open his robe, takes out what looks like essentially a blunderbuss, cracks it open, and starts loading in scrolls or wands of fireball into it. Closes it back up, puts it away.
Don't.
Wizard with a gun.
You're just like, oh my god.
You know,
Those
Dom,
bells?
you gotta fucking bring the heat. And you know what?
Right. Timmy's still working on fixing my scrolling.
I feel like this is the type of wizard who'll tell a story and be like, so anyways, I started blasting.
I was told of a problem, and I started blasting. You know, as handy as those are, we actually have this problem that we have to deal with soonish. However, my sister wants to not blow everything up.
I know. It's not fun.
I have an
That
alternative.
makes sense.
They start fishing around their pack. They bring out a wand that looks like it's been charred. You can see deep cracks through it. There's one use left on this. And they hand it over to you.
Well, thank you so much. I have no idea yet.
You gonna ask him?
Yeah.
Oh.
What does it do?
Last use on that one for disintegration.
Nice.
It's not blowing up. It's another solution.
It's the more definitive solution.
I believe in the double tap method. Fireball and then disintegrate the body.
I'm
And then
sure they're not
gust.
coming back. They're never coming. I think I know just what to use this for.
Fireball, disintegration, gust.
Ash on the list.
I know just what ash hole to use that on.
I must be going.
Oh, Blip, it's been very nice to meet you.
You too. Takes the hat off. Clink.
Am I writing with Humphrey again?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Try to do some. I'm assuming at some point in time, Humphrey and I have discussed how to tip the hat that a way he is comfortable with. And then,
Not this way, but that way.
yeah,
You know what I just had mental image of? Remember what we
me
do in the
bowing and hit the hat
No.
just staying right
Oh,
there.
the cursed hat and what we do in the shadows, the witch hat. Oh my God.
And Humphrey being a former beholder, like it just kind of just fits. Like the witch hat from what we do in the shadows is what
Oh
Humphrey
god,
looks like.
no!
Wow.
That hat is disgusting looking.
You hear a puckering sound on your top of your head. Sweet kisses. So,
I
where
just had that weird ass.
where are you off to, Cayenne, with your new news?
Yeah, they're actually making a Harry Potter sorting hat that even has like a talking brick in there too.
Really?
Yes. I kind of fucking want it.
That's understandable what you just got dealt.
Don't fall off there, cheese.
What about you, Scav?
To the temple.
Huh?
To the temple.
Like, fuck. And so as Cayenne heads off to get a drink, you guys go scour the hole in the wall, and you're heading off to the temple.
Just waiting on my mark.
And I'm gonna call it there for the night 'cause it's a good place. And yeah, we're gonna call it there for the night. Do our quick little round table as well. Nikolai, favorite things for you?
Like, the one that was the most interesting was the coffee that she doesn't know how to make coffee.
Oh no, she has no idea. Alcohol, yes. Coffee, no.
It was the funniest thing. How to make proper coffee.
It's grainy and sludgy and
Not really
burnt.
drinking as opposed to
Mix the
chewing.
coffee into the water and drink it.
Anything else?
That's like the top of my memory is sort of like, you know, remember that baby.
What about meeting the pumpkins and getting confirmation on things?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty awesome. I kind of expected it to be. But yeah, not to indicate that it wasn't.
Yeah. Manga?
The whole pause end conversation.
Yeah.
Being able to talk to Coin, then leave, and then Coin again. It's like, what the fuck?
Do we do anything?
Yeah, I legit don't fucking know. So it's like, at some point in time, Coin and Mongo are gonna go there. It may be a vacation, it may be to change the management,
Maybe a
which
vacation
might
where
be
you
the
complain
same
to the
thing.
manager.
I don't know. Finding out more evidence that Maggie's original assessment of a certain dragon was accurate. Stupid fucking dragon. Sorry, she fucked up.
Honestly, is her kind really? She couldn't help herself to fuck with shit.
Yeah. You have that kind of power, you're probably gonna wind up fucking using it. Best of intention, but wait, really?
What about you, Scav?
The absolute chaos that is Spare.
They're fucking great too.
Secret age, of course.
Beep, beep, backing up.
I'm harvesting too. I'm harvesting. I may have to use haste on Spare.
Oh my god, no.
Yes. See if she can get up to 88 miles an hour.
I'm pretty sure she already can. Spare is just absolute chaos, and I'm 100% here for it. But that's one of my favorite highlights. The other one is everybody at the table witnessing the absolute catastrophe that is the ship. And
Definitely won't do it. Let's take that.
yeah. And the entire experimental phase of, can we get this to work? And then being like, nope, but hey, bone dust iron pipe bomb.
You got
Sure.
something from it. That is pure cobalt logic right there.
It really is.
I know, I'll turn this bone into a pipe.
Well, I can't do what I want. Bomb. What about you, Cayenne?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Agreed.
No.
It's like, bitch, I invented sneaking up on people. That was a drag out fight.
Yeah.
There were deep like drags in that snow. There was essentially like maybe an inch to 2 inches deep. So you can imagine how someone like some poor hunter is gonna walk in the field and go, what the fuck happened here?
You got a good payout from it, at least.
You did.
No, not just me. That's the party's money.
No, you put in yours.
Yeah, temporarily.
I just saw as I saw the stress coming across your face as they were speaking, like, oh shit. This unflinching fucking tribal leader, Wood Elf.
Oh yeah. That was pretty funny actually. It's like, I want to be like my mom. Well, my mom just tried to kill her. Your mom tried to kill our leader.
No, she did.
Oh, she did.
There was no try.
Okay.
Yeah, Cayenne's mother was absolutely no fucks given before Holbark and won. It was very much a... Yep. Yeah.
People are as much a part of nature as anything else.
Harvesting feed. Oh my god. You're a horse with arms.
You have hands. What are hands?
And oh my god, it would be like Tangled when she gets out of the tower.
Yeah.
Well, this is a solid session. I'm looking forward to next week because I'm looking at Nikolai out there going to start tinkering random shit together.
What about you? What was your favorite moment?
I'm actually thinking that you're gonna figure out a way to mount that crossbow on top of the Ring-Jake. Mad Max style.
Maybe.
Spare is always a joy. Just the fact that I could just cut loose and just goad.
What kind of crossbow was it? A heavy crossbow?
It's a mechanical crossbow.
So it's a repeating crossbow.
No, it's a mechanical single fire crossbow.
Mechanical crossbow. Okay.
It has a much heavier draw on it.
So light crossbow or heavy crossbow?
Heavy.
Heavy crossbow. Gotcha.
I'm gonna get these crossbows.
Each of the bolts are a pound each
That's something.
because they're solid iron.
Is anyone else other than Scat proficient with like martial weapons like that?
Crossbows aren't martial weapons.
The heavy one is.
Other highlights, Nikolai talking to the family is always good.
Yeah, he did go talk. I need to understand
The agreements.
conditions that he's offering.
Yeah, they're very fair terms and conditions that she offered.
I'm sure they are.
A little bit more inching towards actually seeing how serious this war is. And the actual a bit more about it. Yeah. Like, oh shit.
The warship being cobbled together, having been nearly ripped in half.
Yeah, that's something you'd never see.
Sunny collating through the door. Food!
Food!
That's another thing about this game. I had everything he could know about.
Feisty cooking.
That was pretty
Yeah.
Everybody's like, the fuck?
cool.
Oh, it's a lot crazier.
Kind of. You said they're iron rods, like just like regular bolts, or like these walloping bolts.
No, they're like solid, like forged iron.
Okay.
Heaviest.
Yeah, they're a pound each.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume they're treated like the walloping ammunition then.
Yeah, it's not going to be pleasant to get hit by one of these. It's not a weapon. It's not an elegant weapon to hunt with. It's a weapon to stop.
How many bolts did Lumion give us?
6.
6. Gotcha. Added to equipment. That way it's not.
And the bow
forgotten.
itself is 20 pounds.
20 pounds? That's a really fucking light, heavy crossbow. Holy shit.
Actually, no. Thinking about its design, it would be closer to about 60. Yeah. So it's 60 pounds plus the 6 arrows, so 66 pounds total for the entire kit.
I hope it's. I do hope it's enchanted to someday so that one of the courageous small people.
Yeah, Cayenne. You should thank Cayenne for speaking to Lumion regarding the issue.
Yes.
Yeah. Heavy crossbow. Martial, heavy, two-handed, with a range of 100 to 400.
Yeah. And Lumion will do anything to basically ensure that you come back. Even if he has to show up on the battlefield himself. He shows up and just takes off his jacket and rolls up his sleeves.
Getting the fuck out of his way.
You hurt my wife. Oh. Now imagine Sir Mir and Lumion going at it full force. Alright. Yeah, kind of the fact that Sir Mir gets stronger as you beat on him.
Proficient with martial law.
So you would totally be able to use it. I hope it's enchanted
Yeah.
though, because
Yeah, essentially.
man, a heavy weapon
Big giant
for
cobalt
small
lizard
mouth.
folk kaiju.
Would be very heavy weapon. But theoretically, with his tinkering, he can give it a +1, and it becomes a magic weapon.
Yeah.
Dude, that was awesome though. This hurts me as much as you. I know it doesn't make sense, but it does.
So these bolts would be pretty effective if it weren't for the fact that it is her rolling. These bolts pack one hell of a punch. A creature hit by the bolt must succeed a DC 10 strength saving throw. Rolls above like 20 all the time.
Well, dryads aren't exactly known for their strength.
Yeah, but it's just a decent
Yeah.
Maybe
Look,
it's
that's a
disadvantage
problem
because
for
it's
me.
iron.
thing.
Maybe.
I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
With the tiding or the winding down, we are going to call it for the night.
Yep.
We hope to see you next week. We are on Discord quite a bit.
Come
Although-
join the Discord.
Tom's gone back to lurking.
If that. I'm a few messages behind.
A few.
A few.
A few.
Oh, damn it, hiccups.
There might be some that I haven't read from the summer.
Just a few behind. No, it is February. We're into February.
Yeah, that's usually how time passes, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
literally. Okay. Maybe not for Plume Tree, but
Imagine giving Spare haste and espresso.
oh god.
Shoes of speed.
She'll just leave the horseshoes behind from how fast
No,
she's
I just see that thing from Futurama
Oh,
I-
right? Yeah.
going through like 100 cups of coffee, and he finally hits 100. Everything just slows down with fucking clarity.
My
But in reality, it's
prepare a horse. Prepare a horse.
Are you okay?
Ludicrous speed.
Oh my god.
I've got the vest to go to Plaid.
Say goodnight,
Those of you
everyone.
who get that reference, you're awesome. Good night, everybody.